what's up, people? We is Clemson football. What it is? I see people try intrude on our live times, man. You know, it is what it is. And we're gonna make it so bad that niggas ain't even gonna wanna go live at 11. You heard me? Why? It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. $11 gonna be our time. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. People can't do what we can do over here, man. You feel me? Niggas better off waiting until we finish live, get some game, and then try to capitalize off of that. Or going live at the same time we go live is crazy. It's crazy. Telling y'all, we're gonna have the best show. We're gonna have the best 11 o'clock show, I promise. Put on everything. Hold up, I'm just a little bit behind for real. Hold up. Yeah, I ain't had time to really check into the Peewee Longway thing, so we're gonna look into that together. I see it was a major bust though. You know what's crazy? Not too long ago, I was just asking like, damn, I ain't heard enough from Peewee Longway in a minute. You see why? But that's how you supposed to be. You know what I mean? You out here just sticking and moving. You ain't supposed to be all over the internet. Wonder how they came down on them boys. Probably was a lot of talking going on. But yo, we is back. We is back. You got Peewee Longway, massive indictment. 31 people. Massive indictment. We're gonna go back, talk a little bit more about Adam in Chicago. Y'all think this the breaking point for Chicago and Adam? Do y'all think Chicago drill rappers is done with ADAM22? Or are they still gonna be enticed by the views, you know, the likes, the comments? Are they still gonna fall victim to clout? Is the allure of clout? Is the allure of clout too much to overcome? What's up, cuz? Man, you gotta go back to the last live. Yeah. We see you wasn't on the live earlier. His homeboy confessed last year. They said it was 3 of them. I'm telling y'all. I mean, they probably always know about him, but him by Bando KD going to ADAM22, it just made him hot. It made him hot. They're like, okay, he resurfaced. They probably ain't seen him in a while. He resurfaced. They probably tracked him from there. Or his man found out that he started coming up and hated on him and told on him. But either way, what's next for Chicago and drill? What's next for Chicago? Are they going to just allow DJU to do it? You know, because they doing the same shit. DJU, hold on, y'all. DJU and ADAM22 is doing the exact same thing. Charlene, what it is, baby? They're doing the exact same thing. Both of them. One of them just black and the other one white. One of them in Chicago, the other one is in California. But they're doing the same thing, yo. Asking the same type of questions. Only thing I can say is DJU is not, he don't interrogate them, you know. He don't keep asking the same question repeatedly after the answer is no. Well, if the answer is no, we good, we cool. You know, ain't no problem. Adam asked that bitch 3-4 times, and then Remo followed back up with it. So that's the only difference. But we gotta remember, niggas done got killed leaving DJU too. It's just that segment, it's just that genre of music, man. You know, the average drill rap only get a 2-year career. That's it. That's it and that's all. The best, King Von, FBG Duck, 2 years in the limelight. Over. You heard me. That's it. That's all, folks. Ball out, G-Man. But what's going on with goddamn Peewee Longway, y'all? Goddamn, shorty, my man, Mr. Eminem. I don't think nobody's surprised. Is anybody surprised Peewee Longway got locked up for selling drugs? I ain't. You can listen to your lyrics back in the day and tell Shorty knew what he was talking about. My man, Mr. Eminem, man. God damn. Hold up, y'all. Yeah, niggas ain't surprised. Everybody knew what it was, man. Appreciate it, Charlene, baby. If y'all want to support the platform, cash at Baltimore Swag. Somebody cash at me earlier, too. Hold on, let me see who that was. Gotta shout them out for the $5 cash app, of course. You know, anybody. Salute to Curtis Stokes for the $5 cash app, man. Appreciate it, baby. All donations is appreciated. Trying to grow the platform, but I promise you, once YouTube start paying like they way, we ain't even gotta worry about no cash apps. This is something we doing on the come up. Once we get there, we ain't doing that. I'm not here to motherfucking rob the people. Nah, man, that's not what we doing over here. We here to motherfucking uplift the people, teach the people. You know. Old footage, Bando KD. We seen that earlier. All right. Peewee Longway. You know, you always gotta go to Rainbow page, the super fan. Has been arrested by the feds. Sheesh. By the motherfucking feds. Y'all, I'm doing a video on Lord TJ tomorrow too, y'all. Lord TJ and Bando KD video should be coming out this weekend.
Tonight, 31 people are now behind bars in Operation Sweet Silence by the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office, FBI, and the DEA. And nearly 20 of those arrested are facing federal charges. According to Sheriff Greg Countryman, his office has been investigating gangs and criminal gang enterprises in the Fountain City.
You say what, Charlene? YouTube asking about your channel, like, how is it? It asks, what do you think? Oh yeah? That's what's up. Maybe they'll start giving me some motherfucking shine. What? It was Photoshop. Oh my God. I'm glad I ain't do nothing on that. What's up, Willis?
Those arrested, 19 are validated gang members and face drug trafficking charges. That's according to the sheriff. The other individuals were arrested on state charges as part of the ongoing investigation. Additional charges are pending, we're told. The arrests are part of the heavy police presence seen across the Fountain City today. A full list of those arrested and their charges will be posted on our website. This just into our newsroom tonight.
What website is that?
County. With the help of the FBI and the DEA, we did just that. We also had the help of our partnering agencies to help us in this effort. On yesterday, with the help of our federal partners, state partners, and county partners, we arrested a total of 31 individuals, members of the Zohannan gang and member of the Crips. 19 of those individuals were arrested on the federal level. Thomas Hobbes once said, "The law is not to frighten the good, but to keep the bad in awe." Today, the bad guys who had the emboldened audacity to try to take over Muskogee County thought that they were above the law and untouchable.
What's the name of that county?
With the help of the FBI and the DEA, we did just that. We also had the help of our partnering agencies to help us in this effort. On yesterday, with the help of our federal partners, state partners, and county partners, we arrested a total of 31 individuals, members of the Zohannan gang and member of the Crips. 19 of those individuals.
All right, we gotta find those 4 videos. Damn, 469 pounds of methamphetamine, 57 kilos of cane, $5 million, 7 keys of fent, 770,000, 55 pounds of bud, 250,000, 1 key of motherfucking H, 130,000. The fuck is GBH? 5 pounds, and shrimp, 755 grams. Damn. They always trying to talk about street level. They talk that's how much it is, how much money it is if they break it down. Niggas ain't making that much money off that shit. They selling that shit pounds. They probably selling pounds of that shit for fucking. But we gotta find that whole video, y'all. We gotta find the whole video. That ain't got my man Mr. Eminem, man. Damn. I used to like Shorty when he came out. But you can tell Peewee Longway was one of them guys. He wasn't a rapper. So he really did it how he supposed to done it. If that's if that's the life he wanted to live. Get your little rap money and disappear. You feel me? But these kids nowadays, they want to get their rap money and still do their thing on the drug tip. No, that's not how. You can't do that. Can't do that. Shorty had a long run, yo. But I'm gonna get into it. Hold up. We gotta find them videos first before we get into it. Peewee Longway. It's an old article. Where the new article's at? Oh no, that's an old article. We need to find a new article for y'all. We need to find out what county that was in so we can find a real video. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Once it takes us a minute to get started. Once we get started, we rolling. Man, Mr. Eminem's, man. I start my day off selling drugs. Shorty let it be known what it was off the rip. Hold on, y'all. And the Peewee Longway for Georgia months. It was called Operation. Hold on.
This just into our newsroom tonight. 31 people are now behind bars in Operation Sweet Silence by the
Operation Sweet Silence. We probably can find the whole indictment. Sweet silence. If I can find a whole indictment. Bam. Here we go. Operation Sweet Silence. Here we go. Here we go. Damn. Look at that right there. She me Christmas. That boy's had some motherfucking artillery there, didn't he? Shit. Lot of bud, lot of money. Always in bad, man. Massive. Yo, you gotta know when to get out, man. A massive law enforcement operation called Operation Sweet Silence has led to 100 arrests of 101 people and the seizure of nearly $279.5 million worth of illegal drugs in Columbus, which is about 100 miles south of Atlanta. That's far as shit from Atlanta. So he ain't even from Atlanta. The operation, which lasted 2 years, was aimed at stopping dangerous drug and gang cartels from running their operation in the area. According to Muskogee County Sheriff, the sheriff's office is working closely with the FBI and DEA, targeted criminal groups involved in large-scale drug operation. Sheriff Countryman, and they gonna punish them. They probably was outside in the boondocks, you heard me? One of them places where niggas do not go. It's probably a whole lot of money out there, but it's one of them risk versus reward areas. You go out there, you can make a whole lot of money, but if you get caught, boy, you ain't never seeing the streets again. Sheriff Countryman said the operation was a major victory in keeping the community safe. Like in Baltimore, like coming from Baltimore, we got Westminster, we got Pennsylvania, like York, you understand? Like those type areas. Cumberland, Hagerstown. So this probably like Atlanta's Cumberland and Hagerstown if you're coming from Baltimore. The bad guys who had the emboldened audacity to try to take over Muskogee County and who thought they were above the law and untouchable are in awe, Sheriff Countryman said. The criminal enterprise they worked so hard to build have been interrupted and dismantled. I want to know how they got them. I know they probably got a snitch in there. God damn. Law enforcement believe 19 of individuals were charged federally involving alleged drug trafficking, validated gang members, drug distribution activities with ties to gangs in Columbus, according to a news release. Sheriff Countryman praised the teamwork with federal law enforcement agencies, saying their joint effort made the operation a success. He warned that this is just the beginning and more operations will follow to stop criminal activity in the county. For those who are, see what happened is crime probably went up. See, that's the thing, yo. Like when you go to them, when you in certain areas, man, they don't really be tripping, yo. But once people start dying and shit like that, you know the feds coming. The feds is coming. Trust and believe me. Some of these places don't give a fuck about drugs. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Operation Sweet Silence.
Morning, Muskogee County Sheriff Greg Countryman and his federal and local law enforcement partners held a news conference regarding a large seizure of drugs.
Oh, that'd be crazy, Mel.
Made Thursday morning.
Hey, Brick Baby was just down there. He fuck around dead, little dirty ass.
Attended the news
conference.
Slick
ass, rat ass, nigga.
More details, Michelle.
Teresa, the seizure made on Thursday was part of a 2-year-long operation called Sweet Silence. This was an investigation into alleged illegal activities of the Zohannan and Crips criminal street gang involving drug trafficking.
They probably was beefing.
Muskogee County sheriffs say 126 search warrants were issued. Law enforcement successfully seized nearly $280 million of drugs, including heroin,
we gotta find a press
cocaine,
conference, y'all.
meth, and fentanyl. Guns and cash were also seized, as well as nearly $280,000 of U.S. currency. Operation Sweet Silence made a total of 101 arrests, 31 of those being in Columbus.
I'll stand here today knowing Columbus and the surrounding areas are much
What's
safer
up, D?
than they were prior to yesterday's operation.
They definitely was playing with Dragonfire.
A joint effort by the FBI Southwestern Georgia Gang Task Force.
Yeah.
To stop the wave of
They
violent
was tripping. to get caught with all of that. They fuck around, caught them boys with everything. Hit every stash house, hit every female house. Ain't no telling what they confiscated as far as like cars and materials. You know, they taking everything.
And other crimes that have swept across our community because of Zohannan and other neighborhood-based gangs that are operating in the Columbus area.
Many of those arrested appeared in Columbus Magistrate Court throughout the day. Back to you, Teresa.
They probably took
All
them for
right,
granted.
thank you so much, Michelle. The arrests come after federal indictments were unsealed yesterday. We continue our team coverage with WRBL's Chuck Williams. Chuck is joined by Muskogee County Sheriff Greg Countryman. Gentlemen?
Sheriff, thank you for joining us. Sheriff, thanks for joining us. You just heard Michelle's reporting. The scope of this was massive. When did you realize?
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Investigation that you were onto something this big?
A few months into the initial investigation,
Oh, okay.
we started seeing the ties to larger operations, and so we delved deeper into it, and here we are today.
When did did you and your organization bring
This
the federal
we
government
is back. This Peewee Longway, y'all. This the investigation.
We brought them into it early on as part of the investigation because a lot of things that we investigated led us outside of Muskogee County, and so we needed that federal partnership.
Yes, see, they was going across the lines.
Work with them daily on. We have task force officers as well with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and they were a very large help throughout this whole operation.
The number, you heard Michelle's numbers about the arrest. The thing that struck me the most, 250 FBI agents walking around Thursday in Muskogee County. That is staggering.
Right.
What is that? What did they provide you?
Well, you know, we collaborated and we leveraged our resources together, and a lot of that included analysts and, you know, other people working within the command station. We had special response.
They gonna punish them, y'all. Peewee Longway might not never see the streets again.
We'll not go into, but we needed every last one of those resources.
Last question, Sheriff. Is Columbus safer today than it was Wednesday morning?
Absolutely.
No.
Well, we arrested some very dangerous individuals. Those individuals know who they are. And this is not the last of it. And so this is only.
Damn, they ain't even done yet.
District Attorney Don Kelly mentioned earlier. So this is just the beginning.
Hold on, y'all. How old is Peewee Longway, man? Peewee Longway got to be about 32. No, it gotta get to a point, yo. When you move past this shit, man. Law enforcement, sweet silence. We seen this one. All right, let's check this out. See if they go into. Hope I ain't gotta pay for this. Oh, man, they always want you to pay for something. Muskogee County Sheriff press conference. How you spell that? Oh, let's see if we can find that press conference, y'all. Damn, long way, man. Damn, long way, shorty. Fuck that money up, pimpin'. Let's see. Columbus. Let's see if this page got it. Columbus Ledger. They probably got the press conference. Those old. I don't got nothing live. Yo, wait here, we gotta find that whole press conference. What the fuck? Yeah, we gotta find that whole press conference, y'all. Cause I wanna know. Cause a lot of times at that press conference, they explain in detail, how the investigation started to how it, just give you an overview, of how everything went down. It gotta be a video somewhere. That shit probably on Facebook. A lot of that stuff be on Facebook. Everybody don't fuck with YouTube. Man, come on now. U.S. Justice Department. So this happened yesterday. "19 defendants." All right, look. So this got everybody on there. Can y'all see that? Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. Let me pull the screen back. Hold on. Y'all ain't gonna be able to see it. Shit. Man, they say they got Operation Sweet Silence indicted, unsealed, fentanyl, meth, machine guns, Glock switches seized. Columbus. I'll make it big enough this so y'all can see something. Columbus, Georgia, 5 indictments. So this was 5 indictments, y'all. Unsealed this afternoon. Charges 19. They basically did a whole sweep. They did a sweep of the whole county. The whole county all at once. Like this sounds like it's multiple different crews. This is not one crew. These probably guys that was beefing with each other. They probably all in the ballpen now, still beefing. All I'm probably in the bullpen right now, beefing. Cause they don't fuck with each other for real. You talking about they took everybody down. 100 people? This probably a small county. I guarantee if we look at the population of this county, that shit probably 30,000. Maybe 50. 5 indictments unsealed this afternoon. Charges 19 defendants in alleged drug trafficking conspiracies and substantial drug distribution activities with ties to Zohannon, a hybrid criminal street gang in Columbus, resulting from Operation Sweet Silence, an organized crime drug enforcement task force operation. According to the indictment and other court documents and statements made in court, federal and local law enforcement conducted Operation Sweet Silence from August 2022 until May 2024. An investigation into the alleged illegal activities of the Zohannon criminal street gang involving alleged armed drug trafficking. As part of the investigation, law enforcement recovered fentanyl, methamphetamine, and other controlled substances along with firearms, including a machine gun and Glock switches, which are used to convert firearms into machine guns. Federal searches and arrest warrants were executed in Columbus on Thursday, September 12th, resulting in a newly unsealed federal indictment. Yo, what's Peewee Longway name, y'all? Let's find out his real name, so we know what he got hit with specifically. Quincy Lamont Williams. So his last name is Williams. Here you go, right here. Oh no, that's not him. Okay. DeQuandre Dawson of Columbus is charged with 2 counts of possession of a firearm and furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. 1 count of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute cocaine, and 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute marijuana. If convicted, Dawson faces a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, to be followed by at least 3 years of supervised release. Keith of Columbus is charged with 1 count of illegal possession of a machine gun. If convicted, Williams faces a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison, to be followed by 3 years of supervised release. Tommy Mullins Jr., a.k.a. TJ, a.k.a. Boo, a.k.a. Minnie, a.k.a. goddamn shorty, got a lot of AKAs, of Columbus, is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to possess controlled substance with intent to distribute, and 1 count of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. If convicted, Mullins faces a maximum of life imprisonment. God damn. The fuck? Is charged with 1 count conspiracy to possess controlled substances with intent to distribute, and 1 count possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine. Niggas facing life in prison? Jesus Christ. Life in prison, y'all? For drug selling? Y'all know how I feel about that, but we're gonna continue. Anthony Champion, 45, Columbia, is charged with 1 count conspiracy to possess controlled substance with intent to distribute. If convicted, Champion faces maximum of life imprisonment. Damn. Trenton Clemens, 47, of Columbus, is charged like at least a lot of these niggas older. It's charged 1 count conspiracy, controlled substance with intent to distribute. He facing life in prison. Damn. Christopher Hill of Columbus is facing life in prison. Darius Jenkins facing life in prison as well. See, y'all, this is what I be talking about. Yo, you cannot get caught selling drugs places like this, y'all. God damn. Yo, they is facing life in prison. Life. Shit. But meanwhile, Big Pharma got caught up in that opioid epidemic. Ain't nobody go to jail. Why they ain't get these boys an option to pay? You know what I mean? Big Pharma paid what was it, $82 billion. Why they ain't get these boys an option to pay, man? Give everybody else an option. For real. You're facing life in prison. You're facing life in prison. Javante Patton is facing life in prison. Adrian Palmer is charged of 24 of Columbus is charged with 1 count conspiracy to possess controlled substance with intent to distribute, 1 count of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine, 1 count of possession with intent to distribute marijuana, and 1 count possession of a firearm further for the drug trafficking crime. If convicted, he faces life in prison. Adrian Patterson, what's his name again? Quincy Lamont Williams. So we ain't see him yet. Adrian Patterson, 28, he facing life. Trenton Thomas, Bubble, 24, he facing life. Corey Turner, aka Lido Red, he is facing life. He is charged with 1 count conspiracy to possess controlled substance with intent to distribute. 1 count possession with all them got the same charges. Jansen Carter, 39, of Waverly Hill, Georgia, is charged with 1 count of possession with intent to distribute 5 kilograms or more of cocaine. If convicted, Carter faces maximum sentence of life. Damn. It's real, y'all. Jesus Christ. Fernando Brown, aka Nino, is charged with 1 count. He faces life in prison. Skidzite is facing life in prison as well. Jeffrey Kimbrough, aka YSN, Trap, 28, life in prison. Devontae Richardson, 27, is facing life in prison too. Malik Williams, aka YSN Bird, 26, life in prison as well. I don't see Peewee Longway, you don't hear. Damn, this the guy that's the head of that shit. Damn. That's fucked up. I bet they didn't know that that's what they was gonna be facing if they got caught. Shit, niggas probably would have thought twice. Peewee Longway not on here though. A nigga named Quincy Lamont Williams. Did we miss them? No, we ain't missing. We ain't. Quincy Lamont Williams. Adrian. Fernando. Jeffrey. Malik Williams, 26. Vontae Richards. Lomax Peso. The defendants are in custody and initial appearances are expected. So everybody not in custody yet, y'all. I don't think they got Peewee Longway yet. When this press release when this came out? Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Ain't nobody else gonna do this. Niggas be bored jiving. This came out Thursday. Unless he got booked today. Unless he got booked today. And so this what they got caught with, y'all. Damn. Yeah, that's what they got caught with. Shit. Look at all this shit, y'all. The fuck? All that fucking cash. All them firearms. Damn. And this new 12 defendants were arrested on state charges. All right, so Peewee Longway got arrested on state charges, y'all. So the 19 that we read, they was all arrested on federal charges. So Peewee Longway not facing life in prison. Yeah, he not facing life in prison. He got hit with state charges. He probably still facing a whole bunch of time though. See, these are so all the defendants that we just named, they the ones that's facing Fed charges. It said an additional 12 were arrested and are charged on state charges as part of the ongoing investigation. Damn, y'all. Yo, this is crazy. I guess only pharmacies can sell drugs in this country. That's all this is about, y'all. You know, this is all this is about is money. They don't give a fuck about the drugs. They don't give a fuck about they are mad because people ain't paying taxes. You feel me? Because if it was really about drugs, they wouldn't let the pharmacies do it. If it was really about drugs, they wouldn't have legalized some of these drugs. This shit about money. This shit about taxes. You know what I mean? I offer $270 million. How much United States get out of that? Out of $270 million, United States get what? 160? It's a 0.6 sales tax, right? How much United States to get out of that? 1/3. So what's 1/3 of 270? About 80, 90, 100. What they get about 100 mil? Yeah, that's $100 million. That's what they worried about. Don't nobody know offhand? 90 mil? Yeah, that's what they worried about. That's $90 million. That's $90 million they missed out on. That's just what they got caught with. So you figure that over time, shit, they probably missed out on about 500 mil. That's $500 million United States ain't get their hands on. They upset about that. Yeah, you going to prison for life for that, bucko. You sitting down for life. You cheated us out of motherfucking 500 million. So Peewee Longway made out. But he's still probably facing an enormous amount of years. But he not charged federally though. I bet won't nobody else get that right on no other page. All right, here go the state charges right here. Okay. All right, so let's read the state charges. So we read the Fed charges. Let's read the state. All right, so here go the 12 defendants on state charges. Savon Truitt, arrested in Muscogee County, is charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute. Dante Nobles, arrested in Muscogee County, is charged with trafficking of heroin, possession of Adderall, violation of probation, possession of marijuana. Tommy Millen Sr., arrested in Muscogee County, is charged with theft by receiving stolen property, a motor vehicle, and possession of items, altered serial number, felony. He ain't facing that much time. Alex Brooke, arrested in Clayton County, Georgia, by a Clayton County Sheriff's Office, is charged with theft by receiving stolen property, fleeing and looting, aggressive driving, reckless driving, obstruction of law enforcement officers, and multiple other traffic offenses. Clayton County Sheriff's Office has added additional charges. Matthew Epps, arrested in Muscogee County, is charged with possession of a firearm by a convicted felony, 2 counts. Yeah, I don't even see Peewee Longway name on here. Tyrone Tukes, arrested in Muscogee County, is charged with criminal use of communication facility to facilitate a crime, 3 counts. Wayman Wiggins. Yeah, I don't see Finesse 2 times name on none of this, y'all. Do he got another name he go by? I said Finesse. I mean, not Finesse. What's it called? What that boy name is? I don't see Peewee Longway name on here. Unless I missed it. Peewee Longway name is Quincy Lamont Williams. Yo, have anybody seen Quincy Lamont Williams on anything? Come on, I hate when they do that. On anything that we read. I don't see his name on here. How many people got locked up? 31? Here go the 19 charged federally. DeQuandre Dawson, Keith Williams, Tommy Mullins, Anthony Champion, Trenton Clemens, Christopher Hill, Darius Jackson, Javonta Patton, Adrian Palmer, Adrian Pleasant, Trenton Thomas, Corey Turner, Jazan Carter, Fernando Brown, Udre Hayes, Jeffrey Kimbrough. Hold on. Hakeem Lomax, Devontae Richardson, Malik Williams. Here go the 12 charged by the state. Savon Truitt, Dante Nobles, Tommy Millen Sr., Alex Brooke. Yo, man, I don't know, yo. I think they probably jumped the gun, y'all. Martrell Epps, Tyrone Tukes, Wayman Wiggins, Jesse Harper, Jarvis Bell, Brittany Vasquez, Omega Fuller was arrested in Alabama. What's up, Jamal? This the press release right here. Officials say additional charges are pending, and these cases remain under investigation. So he could be booked. But this everybody that got charged in the last, since yesterday. Unless he got charged today. $126 search warrants were served. 155 firearms were seized. Damn, yo. Yo, how the fuck did they definitely was sleeping, yo. How did you, like, I didn't see sweeps before. Yo, but I ain't seen too many sweeps that resulted in this much being took off the streets at once. Like, it's like they just had that shit just sitting in their house. Go ahead, my motherfucking look. Baby Draco. Look like an AR, some shit over there. Damn, yo. These boys are done. Rotisserie. Rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken. Muskogee County. Did we look at this yet? No, we just looked at that. We looked at both indictments. 31 arrested. Sweet silence. Operation Sweet Silence. We didn't look at this video yet, did we?
You could skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you get the job done. At Granger, we're here.
Story, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of drugs and guns, Glock switches, and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that
Man, they got caught with everything. Shit. At this point, it's like what the fuck they haven't got caught with. They got caught with everything you don't want to get caught with. I think we can say that.
You could skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you get the job done. At Granger, we're here for you with supply.
Story, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of
It's
drugs
Breezo.
and guns, Glock switches, and other items taken off the streets thanks to a special detail that culminated Thursday in Muskogee County.
It's Breeze.
Law enforcement
What
called
it
it
is, Breeze, yo.
Operation Sweet Silence,
What it
which
is.
was a 2.5 years in the making, aimed at taking down gang members and cutting crime. News at 9's Catrice Nolan joins us live in our newsroom tonight with more on this takedown. Catrice, we understand multiple local, state, and federal agencies involved in this operation.
Okay. What it is, bro?
That's right. Several agencies involved, and this is the number.
I fuck you feeling, Nick. Fuck you been up to?
$9 million in street value of what they seized, and the FBI, the GBI, the
Yeah, I got you.
others
I got you.
all worked together for Operation Sweet Silence. Now, the sheriff says although they took more than 2.5 years moving in silence, the takedown was seen and heard across the Chattahoochee Valley. These are the mugshot and faces of some of the people just arrested in the Columbus area through what they are calling Operation Sweet Silence. The multi-agency takedown has been planned for more than 2 years. Muskogee County Sheriff's says it took overtime hours to put that many people behind bars.
The Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has
Man,
worked
hell
in
yeah.
lockstep with the FBI and the DEA to go after some very dangerous gang members of the Zohannon gang, members of the Crips.
District Attorney Don Kelly telling us that gang activity has led to high homicide rates in Muskogee County.
We've seen the homicide rate more than double because of gangs, and we are.
But I tell y'all, once people start killing, that's when, like, yo, it's not really so much so the drugs, man. But once motherfuckers start dying, it's over. It's over. You might as well walk to the police station and turn yourself in. If you getting some serious money, you gotta keep the crime down to a minimum. You gotta keep the crime down to a minimum, y'all. You out here getting some serious money. Once bodies start dropping, you was going to jail. I done seen that shit a million times. Oh yeah, we definitely talk about the music, Turtlefoot.
19 of the suspects facing federal charges, 12 of those cases being prosecuted
young as
locally.
shit.
The drugs and other illegal weapons seized in these operations have a street value of $279 million, something the U.S. Attorney's Office says was a large amount for this area.
This was a major operation, one of the largest, I think, in Columbus history, and it was, the point is to really target folks who are doing the most damage in the community.
Spilling the drugs and crime into other areas like Harris and Russell counties.
When it affects one person, we know these criminals don't stop at the county line.
And law enforcement is not silent
it's the murders,
about their
man.
warning for criminals.
We have 4 words for those individuals who think that they can set up shop in Muskogee County. Not
Man, I done seen it too many times, yo. I done seen dynasties fall. Soon as bodies start dropping, motherfuckers be having a mean ass run. Shit go on for years. Soon as people start dying, the feds is coming, and they coming fast, and they taking everybody. Everybody. They don't give a fuck who it is. They be taking niggas that ain't got nothing to do with this shit. You out here too? Yeah, you getting rounded right on up. I done seen it too many times.
And the sheriff going on to say that people of Columbus deserve to be safe, and taking all these drugs and gang members off the streets.
Yeah, this
is the
Georgia.
start. Just go to WTVM.com to find a breakdown of the narcotics seized and the federal charges for those arrested. Reporting in the newsroom, Catrice Nolan, WTVM News Leader 9. So.
Yeah, it's Georgia. See, yo, but we don't see Peewee Longway name nowhere in that shit. Okay, here go the press conference right here. I was looking for this. Maybe they're going to show their pictures on here.
Skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you
After this, we're going to move on to something else.
At Granger.
Morning. This is truly the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We have 31 reasons to rejoice today. When I took office as sheriff, I promised the citizens.
This is the press conference of the arrest, y'all, of the indictment.
Muskogee County. With the help of the FBI and the DEA, we did just that. We also had the help of our partnering agencies to help us.
Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new.
On yesterday, with the help of our federal partners.
See, this is the thing, y'all. Most channels is just gonna run with the, the narrative. Niggas ain't really gonna dive deep into this shit and see what the fuck really going on. Like, so far, yo, we don't even know if Peewee Longway is arrested. You know what I mean? So far. Now, somebody might got some inside knowledge and leak that shit to the blogs, but from what they put out, we ain't see Peewee Longway name no way on this bitch. Now, this might show something different. That's why we ready to watch it. 17 minutes long.
County partners, we arrested a total of 31 individuals, members of the.
Yeah, hey, somebody told me the same thing. Though they say he got a homeboy by that name. Somebody told me that shit too, bro.
Were, arrested on the federal level. Thomas Hobbes once said, "The law is not."
I don't know how true it is.
But to keep the bad in awe. Today, the bad guys who have the emboldened audacity to try to take over.
Hey, Beezy, we don't see his name on the indictment. We see 32 people, and we don't see his name on the indictment. I mean, for another, his name not listed on there.
And untouchable. Those individuals that we arrested.
Yeah, I seen that.
Are all sitting behind bars in awe. The criminal enterprises that they worked so hard to build have all been interrupted and dismantled. Over the past 2 years, the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office has worked in lockstep with the FBI and the DEA to go after some very dangerous gang members. We have 4 words for those individuals who think that they can set up shop in Muskogee County. Not on our watch.
Yo, they always got grandstand, yo. That's the one thing about these police departments. When they make big arrests, they going grandstand like a motherfucker.
I thank the FBI and the DA for all of their help. This would not have been possible without their assistance and guidance. As this operation wraps up, there will be other operations to follow. We will not let up.
Oh no, the indictment real. I just don't know if Peewee Longway is in it.
This operation will highlight.
We just went through everything. Rewind the video. We went through all the names.
To set up shop in Muskogee County or any neighboring county. We will not allow criminals to have their way and trample on the quality of life that our citizens have worked so hard to enjoy. I want to send a message for those that are watching. If you're involved in criminal activity,
We're coming to get
I
you.
want to send this message to you. Just because your name was not called in the arrest yesterday, I don't want you to relax. I don't want you to breathe a breath of fresh air,
Damn.
a sigh of relief, because our work is not done.
Don't tell the man. Don't say him what you breathe a breath of fresh air. Can't they get fresh air? Shit.
So don't get too comfortable, because our work.
Thought that shit was
is not
free.
finished. I will yield to our distinguished U.S. Attorney for the Georgia Middle District, Peter Leary. I do want to say this to the media before.
It might be this shit could be a sign for Peewee Longway to stop whatever you doing, my nigga, because they coming to get you.
The facts of the case that we can talk about, because when we started this operation yesterday, there were a lot of people messaging things on Facebook and Instagram. So we trust our media partners.
Yeah, I don't see. I think people might have got this wrong, y'all. Peewee Longway ain't get booked. From what we know. Maybe they're gonna say his name more here.
And first, I want to thank Sheriff Countryman for having us here today and for making all this possible. Armed gangs, fentanyl, Glock switches, and methamphetamine.
You know they going grandstand.
In any community, and what we joined here as federal, state, and local law enforcement was to say that these are not activities that we're going to allow, and that we're going to really focus on removing such dangerous activities from our communities. I think you'll probably hear this morning.
I might have put a question mark in the title. Unless we can get confirmation.
And that's really very true. This is a investigation that was led, as Sheriff Countryman said, by the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office, by the FBI, by the DEA. And you're going to hear several speakers this morning. You're going to hear from Rich Bilson with the FBI, from Ralph Iorio with the DEA, yesterday.
Joint effort by the FBI Southwestern Georgia Gang Task Force to stop the wave of violent crime.
I know they're going to show some shit on this damn thing up here.
And other crimes that have swept across our
little,
because of Zohannon and
fuck
other
that shit called? The projector.
operating in the Columbus area. The FBI and our partners have been working on this case for months from here in our Columbus office. Yesterday, the FBI brought in 7 SWAT teams from around the southeast region in Washington, D.C. In addition, we brought in dozens of additional employees, crisis negotiators, and others to make sure that the operation went as smoothly and safely as possible for everyone involved. The crime occurring in our community has become a national security issue that plays out on our streets every day. And the problem has only gotten worse. But I can assure you that the FBI and our law enforcement partners will continue to work together to keep our streets safe.
Yo, you cannot go out to them small towns, yo, thinking you gonna go out that bit. Like, it's so alluring. See, I always stayed away from that shit. Yo, anytime, cause when you outside, you'll run across these, niggas out that bitch getting money. Like for Baltimore, like I say, we got Cumberland, we got Hagerstown, we got York, Pennsylvania. I remember we went out York, Pennsylvania. Went out there, my little cousin that wound up moving out that bitch. This was in a mix of a whole lot of shit was going on. So we went out there, try to build a way because it was untapped. We could sell our fucking dimes for 20s and 30s and 40s up there. You feel me? But the first couple of times we went out there, I ain't really like it because we ain't had no stay. We ain't had no place to stay. Like my cousin and my family, they didn't even know we was out that bitch. You feel me? We just went out there on our own. But so we stand over Fane's house and shit like that. So I'm like, I don't really like how this shit feel, y'all. So my cousin and one of my homeboys at the time went back out there. I stayed home. They went out that bitch, got locked up. Went out there, got locked up. Now they made out. I think my homeboy did some time or something, but not a whole lot of time. Because they didn't get caught with much. I think they might have got caught like an 8-ball or something like that. But I said that to say, I know those plays when you outside, those, them country towns, that shit sounds sweet. The money sounds sweet. But if they catch you out there breaking law, like rewind this video if you just coming in and see how much time these boys is facing for selling drugs. Life in prison. Like crazy number of years. And they don't really be worth it, y'all. Like it don't be worth it. Like I ain't never did. Like that's the only time I did it is when we went out York, and we done had plays on Cumberland, plays on Hagerstown, plays all over Maryland. I be like, man, fuck that. Now I see niggas making money. Yo, you want to come out there? No, I'm good. I ain't coming out there. Fuck no. I'm not coming out there. And every single one of everybody I know that went out there in them towns got booked. Now, they ain't never make it to this type level. You understand what I'm saying? But they all did time.
Reducing the supply of drugs coming into our city and protecting our citizens.
Yup, that's how it be, Charlene.
That violent gangs inflict. We are confident this operation
Shit don't be worth it.
will prevent others from feeling the pain and damage this group has already inflicted on others. The FBI and our partners will continue to aggressively pursue violent gangs.
I'm surprised they hit them. I'm surprised they hit them with no ODs.
With that, I'll turn it over to DEA, Assistant Special Agent in Charge, Ralph Iorio.
I want to see if they start showing pictures and stuff. That's what I'm looking for.
Good morning. My name is Ralph Iorio. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in Charge in the Atlanta Field Division for the...
Man, Hagerstown, a fucking gold mine. If you can,
these strong partnerships with other,
you know, you can move around the bullshit.
Key to these successful investigations. We will
Cumberland
continue to
too.
work with our local, state, federal partners to address the threat of deadly drugs stemming from Mexico. These drug dealers, as we've seen in this case, often use drugs and violence to protect their ill-gotten gains. So disrupting, dismantling.
And they had a plug from the Colombian cartel, so they probably was getting that shit dirt cheap, making a killing.
Lives and keeps communities safe.
It don't be worth it though, y'all. At the end, y'all.
And our partners.
Like it's not worth a couple years of balling, because that's for the most part. See, this is the thing, y'all. The object. This is how the object when you go to these towns is. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna give it 6 months. I'm gonna run up like 100,000, and I'm a dip. That's always I'm telling you, that's always the mind frame. It's never to stay. But yo, once that money get to coming in, it's hard to separate from that shit, man. And most people don't know how to take the money and then transition it into down how wash the money. Most people. So they end up staying too long. They end up getting girlfriends out there. They end up getting white girls pregnant. Like, yo, this is how that shit happened. Next thing you know, they living out that bitch. You feel me? And it always end like this. It always end like this. But I promise you, it's always, 6 months. All I need is a good 6 month run. I'm going to put up anywhere from 50 to 100,000 and I'm gone. But you get to that 100,000 and motherfuckers get greedy and now they want 200,000. You feel me? Now they want 300,000. And it's just like, yo, now you stuck out this bitch. Now you done got a baby mother out there. Yeah, man, you done got one of the white girls pregnant. Now it's, that's how that should be, y'all. Telling you. That's how that should be. You be stuck out that bitch. A1, what it is. Yup, 20 sell for 80s out that bitch.
Committed to protecting the American people from the danger and violence associated.
Hey Mel, hey Mel, what you think I'm? I ain't no blogger, bro.
Large-scale operation. That was successful.
I really been outside of my life, my nigga. Niggas know. It's niggas in the chat that know me.
Good morning. I'm Don Kelly. I'm the District Attorney for the Chattahoochee Judicial Circuit, which includes Muskogee County and Harris County. Both participated in this operation. We have been working together with our federal partners, our law enforcement partners on this for some time now. 12 of these cases will be prosecuted by the District Attorney's Office here in Muskogee County. We see this as a beginning, not an end. This is the beginning of cases for us.
Yo, so basically what they saying, yo, if you out this bitch getting money, leave. If you out this bitch getting money, leave. But niggas ain't gonna leave, because everybody think they slick. Everybody think, I mean, but niggas better learn from this, yo. If you out there in Muskogee, however you pronounce that county, and you getting some money, pack it up. I don't give a fuck if you got 10,000, 20,000, 150,000. Pack it up and take that shit somewhere else, because your ass is grass.
Guilty of what they have done, and we see this as a beginning to let people know that we will no longer stand for gang terrorism, because that's what's been going on for the last several years in Columbus. We've seen the homicide rate more than double because of gangs.
I'm gonna check that homicide rate
we
next.
We are going to continue to target gangs. This isn't the end. This isn't a simple statement. This is the beginning of ending gang violence in Columbus. Thank you.
You ain't lying.
Sheriff Mike Jolly, and of course, Sheriff Heath Taylor.
Look, everybody gotta say their piece.
Russell County, we were part of this because even though most of the arrests came out of Columbus, don't think that these organizations doesn't go to the outlying counties. We wanted to be involved in this over hundreds and thousands of man hours.
You know, y'all, because all these agencies get that piece, you know, for this drug bust. Everybody's making money off of this drug bust.
We'll put into this also because our citizens come to Columbus.
What y'all think they're gonna do with the drugs and guns they got off the streets? We all think that should go at evidence runs.
To involve our citizens, we want them to be safe when they come up here, and we don't want the gangs to come out to our areas also. We know that it's just a matter of time before it affects us and our citizens in our areas. So it's a collaborative effort.
You already know, Charlene, that should go right back to the streets.
Don't stop at the county lines.
They hold that shit to court. Once court is over, they supposed to disperse it. That shit go right back outside.
Into this activity also. So we were proud to be a part of it, and we'll continue to be a part of it because we know that it
keep the
takes
system rolling smooth.
Of law enforcement people to stop these activities. So we're proud to be a part of it, and this is a family up here also. We're our gang, and our gang's going to outdo their gang. I guarantee you.
Man, y'all already know what it is. Oh yeah, all they taking is the money. The money ain't going nowhere.
We plan to provide with you.
Yep.
All of the photos and images that we have here, but I do want to give out some of the numbers that we.
Man, fuck yeah.
That we have over the course of the 2.5-year investigation.
Operation
Sweet Silence.
They ready to talk about now, Trap Star. Yo, but so far, Trap Star, yo, Peewee Longway ain't nowhere in none of this shit. Like, I don't know where people got his name from. Unless he got booked, but his name ain't in none of this, nothing of what we saying.
101 arrests.
Oh, it's 101 arrests. They only shared 31. So yeah, he definitely could be booked. But I don't think he booked like these guys are booked. No, I don't think, you know what I mean? He ain't booked like them. He might be facing probably 10, 15 years, but 19 of these people facing life in prison. Like they ready to fucking line them out in white chalk.
26 warrants. We seized 496 pounds of meth.
No, they ain't go that deep into it.
Kilos of cocaine, which equals to 126 pounds. 7.1 kilos of fentanyl, which equals to 15.6 pounds. 25,094 kilos of marijuana, which equals to 55,248 pounds of marijuana. This was seized out of an illegal marijuana grow house or grow area in Butte County, California. So that shows you the extent.
Damn, them niggas, they went to California.
Large footprint in Muskogee County, but it actually touched other areas too. 1.3 kilos of heroin, which equals right at 3 pounds.
What's up, Kim?
5.9 pounds of GHB,
This should happen in Columbus, but it went to some other counties too.
Grams of mushrooms. We also seized 155 firearms. U.S. currency involved was $273,000, and I did have the dollar value of everything. I thought it was up here.
It's a lot.
I believe that it's over $260 million.
Yeah, Columbus, Georgia. Yeah.
Don't hold me to that number, but I can get that number to you. I thought it was up here, but I just want to thank all the partners up here again, and that sheriff.
They is so happy. They ready to get a big payday.
Family, that it doesn't matter the county or whether the state or federal. We all have the same cause.
Yeah.
One team.
Shit.
One fight.
Hey, can we go back to the beginning of the video?
Thank you for coming out.
That's it? All right, so that's all they did. Damn. Yeah, so he might be, Peewee Longway could be one of the 101 arrested. Like, they only detailed, let me show some people that just got in. Let me go back. They only detailed 31 of them people. But if Peewee Longway was facing time like these guys facing time, I think I closed the screen. Yeah, I closed the screen. Yeah, but if he was facing time like these guys facing time, I think his name, he probably just, you know, since he the known name, but he not even one of the major players, y'all. Yeah, he not one of the major players. Hold on. I think it's this right here. No, that's Yahoo. Yeah, he not one of the major players. I don't even know how we got to where we got to. Where the fuck was that at? Yeah, I don't even know how we got to there, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, here you go, right here. There you go, right here. Look how they was coming. This all the stuff that they got. Goodness gracious. They said they got this from a grow house. Let's see if this is. Let's see if his name on here. Oh no, this ain't got shit. There's no more details, man, at this time. So this was the first story that they ran on it. This the second story. All right, this is the story we're reading now. The hella firearms. These are the people booked right here. Like, Peewee Longway name ain't nowhere over here. Then we found this are the people federally charged. Oh, you see, all them motherfuckers facing life in prison. These 12 people charged by the state, Peewee Longway name ain't nowhere over there. So he probably not facing a whole lot of time. Yeah, he probably not facing a whole lot of time. Man, yeah, they knock sparks in them boys, man. Knock sparks in them. Damn. I would hate to be a part of this indictment. Shit. Oh my God, no, them boys sick. They probably throwing up. They probably throwing up right now. Yes, I guess y'all some more things to come out. shit, I don't know where they got a lot of things from a lot of different places. Oh, let me see, what's the murder? How many murders has it been in Columbus, Georgia? Hold on. Yo, hit that like button, yo. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, y'all. Donate to the platform, yo. We dive deep in it. Ain't no other platform. Everybody else running with narratives. We try and get to the truth. And right now, the only truth we got is yeah, those numbers sound crazy, but I don't know how much of that Peewee Longway had to do with it. His role probably was marginal. He wasn't no major player in this. Murder rate in Columbus, Georgia.
0.0544 per 1,000 residents. According to crimegrade.org, the rate of murder in Columbus is 0.0544 per 1,000 residents during a standard year. People who live in Columbus generally consider the northwest part of the city to be the safest for this type of crime.
Murders in Columbus, Georgia, last 10 years.
According to ledger-inquirer.com, over 200 homicides and killings have happened in Columbus, Georgia, over the past 5 years.
It ain't that
Here's
bad,
analysis of locations, victims, possible motives for murder, age.
A decade ago, Columbus annual homicide tallies average around what they are now. The average 24. See, that's what I'm saying. Like this not a high crime area. But when you go out there and crime rise, look, in 2005, 2009, the average 24. 2010 to 2014, it was 20. 2015, it was 22. According to Muskegon County Coroner, it had 28 the next year. Look, now it went up. Look how much it went up. 2019, 46. 41 in 2019. Then last year, in 4 years, the average, it jumped up to 41. Yeah, they ain't playing that shit out there. They is not playing that shit out there. So this is from 2001. Yeah, this from 2001. Yeah, you can't go out there messing up them nice people grass, man. That ain't with that. Your ass going down. Yeah. 2023. The 2023 numbers should be out. Look, 16-year-old died. Yeah, they not playing that shit, man. Y'all going out that bitch bringing crime out there. See, if they could have kept it just with drugs, they'd have been fine. But the minute people start dying, yeah, we coming down, man. Y'all going down like the Titanic. For real. Arrest in Manchester murder case linked to gang activity. Look, 1 hour ago. They're not playing with them people. Yeah, they ain't playing. Yeah, I'm sure per capita, that's probably high. How many people live in Columbus, Georgia? What? Shit, 206,000. That's a small town. It's not that small, but it's small enough. 206,000 people. How many shootings was there in Columbus, Georgia in 2023?
As of Thursday, February 16th, Muskogee County Coroner Buddy Bryan confirmed with WRBL there were 4 homicides to date. As of Sunday, February 19th at 8 p.m., that number double. Currently, the city has recorded 8 homicides in 2023. Over the span of 72 hours, there were 8 separate shootings in Columbus, resulting in 5 deaths.
Look, here we go. By numbers, 2023 is the 3rd deadliest year in Columbus history. Yeah, that's why they came down on them boys like that. That bitch causing terror. You know, they ain't never experienced nothing like that. On 146 occasions in 2023, someone in the city of Columbus died of an act of violence inflicted by someone else. From 2020 through December 15th, 666 people were killed in Columbus, with 2023 making the 3rd deadliest year in history. By numbers. What's that? Columbus. Hold up, y'all. Is this Ohio or Georgia? Yeah, Columbus, Georgia. Dispatch. Here's a list of Columbus, Georgia. Columbus. All right, here we go. No thanks. Oh man, come on now. They always doing that shit. I was trying to make a nigga pay for something. Alright. Might paying for it's 2023. I might paying for that shit. I mean 2024. Fuck out of here. Oh, we ain't gonna be able to look at that. Cause that look like the only article they got on it. And they playing hardball. I think this is Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, they say 146. That's Columbus, Ohio. We talking Columbus, Georgia. All right, well, we done covered that extensively enough. I think, you know, over time, more information to come out. But hope Peewee Longway prepared for the ride. Shit, you know. That's one thing about being a criminal, yo. You gotta know what come with it. Gotta know what come with it, yo. And whenever that time comes, you gotta be able to face the music. Don't go out like motherfucking Woody or Butter or none of them goofballs. Gotta stand on it. What my man Jay-Z say, man, you knew what it was when you got here. I mean, you knew what it was when you got here, man. Straight up. Yeah, hell yeah, Kevin. You already know. You can't bring that shit out there, man. Messing up them nice people grass, man. Them people pay a lot of money for them houses out there. You going out that bitch causing mischief. Man, they not with that. They gonna stick a fork in that. Them boys are done. I promise you they done. Now we don't know what's going on with yeah, for real. That's what Jay-Z said, man. He knew what it was when we got here, man. We don't know how much time like we don't know what Peewee Longway role is, but shit, these ain't one of them other guys. Them other guys, I'm trying to tell you right now, they don't know. They don't know if they coming or going. I promise you, they sitting in that bitch like, yo, this shit is crazy. But like I told you, yo, when you go out there, especially when you don't live out there, it's way different. It's way different when you go out them counties and you don't live out there. They're going to make an example out of you because they're going to use you as a deterrent to tell the next group of dudes, don't come out here fucking around. You see what we did to them. And that's how they operate. But it starts off with, I'm going to go out there a couple months, make my money, and leave. And they end up going out there and they make it a home. They get too comfortable. Instead of going out there, running up some bread and getting the fuck out. Because if you stay too long, yo, this is bound to happen. These ain't the first dudes. I guarantee if we was to look up, it probably was an indictment a couple years ago. Something similar. Something similar. Like that's what they do. She ain't done no Peewee Longway. I'm talking about how this shit go. Peewee Long, I'm telling people Peewee Long might not even be locked up. Well, he is locked up, probably more than likely. But he ain't locked up like these guys is. I'm telling you how it's go when you go to these counties. This is everywhere. This is not Baltimore. This is everywhere. Because everybody know when you go out there into them counties, you're taking a major risk. Taking a major risk. Because where you from, a lot of times it's you know, you can move around a little bit better. But when you go out there, it get tight. But the risk versus reward is high. The risk versus reward is high. So you go out there with the intentions of, I'm going to go out there, get a couple of hours, and I'm going to go. But what happens, because this is what always happens, this is not a Baltimore thing. This is an everywhere thing. You go out there, and you end up staying for too long, and you find yourself in one of these type of indictments. That's what happens. But DJ Akademiks, y'all. DJ Akademiks. I think we can call him like a Drake cheerleader. I think he on the payroll. But now, I don't know, y'all. I think he might just be a guy that Drake uses from time to time, you know. And he using his celebrity. And since DJ Akademiks is a wanna be down type of guy, Drake takes advantage of that, even though Drake is the same type of person. But you know, when you live in that lifestyle, you can notice people that look like you and act like you. So they probably one and the same. But Drake got the bag. DJ Akademiks loves him. But it's starting to seem like a one-sided relationship. Now I thought, you know, Drake do things for him, he do things for Drake, yo, but I don't know if that's the case. And the reason why I said that is because I ran across a live clip. And I want y'all to listen to this interaction that DJ Akademiks had with somebody about Drake. And look at his face, man. Like, yo, the man didn't look happy. Check it out. Hit that like button. Yo, we only got 37 likes. After all that work we did, we only got 37 likes. Ain't nobody else, I guarantee nobody else go this deep like we did on this case.
The concert. 21 Savage had to get you up. Act, this shit like that.
You didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Now, Act, you see everything else you said now? Now all of a sudden he didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thought's in a DM.
Stop.
No, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Give him the book.
That don't make him a fuck nigga, bro. Like that.
Act that does, because when he needs you, he'll send you DMs, he'll play old buddy with you, but he really don't fuck with you. That's why niggas are treating Drake like this, because he's a fuck nigga. How? You showing him mad love, he don't show you no love. You think Drake shows you love?
Yeah, Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he doing? Show you love?
Got exclusive info.
Act, that's not love.
That's definitely not love.
What do you do with that exclusive info? You say it to the world, you gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Showing you love is, yo, Act, I'm in the city. Here's 10 tickets to my show, the concert. 21 Savage had to get you up. Act, this shit like that.
You didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Now, Act, you see everything else you said now? Now all of a sudden you didn't see it. Act, he's treating you like how when a thought's in a DM, 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up. Yo, Act, pull up to the. I got the overview. He said Ice Spice the jet before he sent you one.
Damn.
Act, you're the biggest media platform, man.
What that got to do with Drake? He's the biggest rapper.
So Act, you're promoting him. You're making Act. That nigga be dropping ass music, but you won't say that because you're a #1 fan, my nigga. So you be like, yo, even if this shit ass, you might get offline, like tell niggas you know, yo, that shit was ass. But nigga, you get online, nigga, you fucking jump into it, doing backflips, nigga, all type of shit. That nigga can't give you no tickets to his show. Act, the first nigga he should be hitting up when he tap in the city is you. Yo, I'm in New York. Yo, Act, I got how many tickets you need for my show tonight? 10 tickets to my show. Backstage, pull up. Yo, Act, pull up to the. I got the overview. He said Ice Spice the jet before he sent you one.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Shorty, whoever he is, salute to yo. That Akademiks, if that's your friend right there, man. That is a friend. Whoever he is. I don't know who he is, but he kept it real with him. See, I didn't know it was, yo, Akademiks probably never hung with Drake. Yo, what if Akademiks never hung with Drake? Yo, that would be insane, yo. That would be a crime. Yo, the way Drake wave his, I mean Drake, not Drake, but Akademiks wave his pom-poms for Drake, you would think that every Christmas, every birthday, every holiday, shit, that he got something coming in the mail. I thought he was on the payroll. But now it looked like he ain't. Like he really just using yo because of who he is in media. And he don't see it. Damn. Yo, and like dude said, this is exactly what everybody else said about Drake. That's why everybody on some fuck Drake shit, because Drake only uses you when you benefit him. But you can't use him to benefit you. No, that shit don't work that way. Like, DJ Akademiks probably never been to a Drake concert. Like, I'm starting to fucking rethink this whole thing with them niggas now, man. Like, he probably never been to a Drake concert. And mind you, this nigga, DJ Akademiks, hold on.
You're the biggest media.
This nigga was just yesterday talking about Kendrick Lamar. He been going off on Kendrick Lamar, beefing with TDE. Oh, I think, do I got that clip? He was beefing with TDE all over Drake. And meanwhile, Drake ain't doing shit for y'all. Posting all like you like his number one front man. Any beef he got, you right there. And you mean tell me this nigga can't give you tickets to a show? That's wild. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. DJ Akademiks. Edward Scott, what it is. Man, hit that like button, man. Make sure I hit that like button when you coming in, yo. That like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the cash app, support the real. You know? Fuck boys get support on here, man. The real starving on this bitch.
Heritage Valley medical neighborhoods provide access to convenient
real, man.
care walk-in clinics.
Perfect. It's about to stream anyway. Thank God for Kendrick, man. I want to start the stream out by saying, mic check, can you hear me? I want to start the stream out by saying, Kendrick Lamar, we need you, bro. Okay, hip hop savior.
Yeah, straight up, become a member, man.
I'm really happy that Kendrick
support the real, yo.
I'm
telling you, once we get where we going, y'all, the support coming right back at you. You heard me?
But
I ain't rocking like these other guys. I promise.
I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, and I'm not even capping. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. The reason why I'm happy Kendrick dropped this song is for the last about, I want to say 3 days, I was starting to think. I said, man, this nigga is hitting all the right plays. We need a fumble. You ever watch football and you need a nigga to do something?
Look, here you go.
And then I kind of seen the fumble coming. I was like, all right, the Super Bowl thing. All right, I know they're trying to get at the boy, but they forgot about the Wheezy element.
He doing all this for a man that he probably never seen live in concert. Like, your Akademiks, come on, bro. You can't be that fanned out. Like, I swear I thought he was on a payroll. Yo, you can't be that fanned out by this nigga, bro. Like, the nigga is not that intriguing. Like, for real. Like, he talk like a fucking whole white boy. The nigga ain't got swag. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck is this, my nigga?
But this song right here, thank God for Kendrick. This was terrible. And what I mean by terrible, the actual song is not terrible. But the move of dropping this song at this moment is fucking terrible. Okay?
Wow.
If you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar just dropped a song. I don't know the full title of the song. He just uploads his Instagram. It appears to be either Dear God or I see another working title that people are saying. Some people are saying called Watch the Party Die, right? The reason why I'm going to say this is...
Yo, this song was mischaracterized. Yo, this song was basically a lot of things that we talk about over here, yo, like the party need to die. This culture that we living in right now, yo, this chasing clout culture and all that, yo, this shit needs to die, yo. It gotta die. And I think that's what that song was talking about. It wasn't so much so a diss to Drake. It was really a how I looked at it, it was a waking up, like, yo, do y'all see where we going at? Do y'all see what's happening out here? Like, yo, it's bad. I think we need to watch this shit die. That's what I got from it.
You can't get announced for the Super Bowl, respond to a fall idea of some game 2, which I told y'all there is no game 2, and the boy or Drake didn't think there was no game 2. But okay. But you can't say there isn't no game 2, then immediately drop a track seemingly baiting game 2. Okay? So for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, I do believe the culture kind of gave this battle to Kendrick. I think pretty much if you're in the culture and you ask who got the win, the majority of people
niggas ain't give it to her. That nigga took it.
And I also believe that
he fucked them up.
Any good for Kendrick to even engage in a game 2 anyway, even if Drake did want to do that.
He fucked them up every round.
So here's where we're at. I think Drake.
Yo, share it live, yo. You see it trying to take the numbers down, yo. Share it live, you ain't shared it yet.
It was looking a little bit iffy, even though he's still charting, he's still dropping good music. But then Kendrick was firing on all cylinders, just to be honest. Pop out, hit. He's performing at the Super Bowl. Everything's going good. Not like us, still top 10. This move to me was just retarded. This was stupid. I'm going to be honest with you. Just because it kind of crystallized a few things for me. This
for the longest time, I always thought that Drake uses DJ Akademiks and others. It ain't just Akademiks. He uses them. I thought he was paying them, but I don't think he paying them no more. I thought he was paying them to spin the narrative for him. You know, that's why a lot of people say Drake beat Meek Mills, but even if you think about that beef, yo, like, Meek Mills is the one that told everybody Drake got a ghostwriter. Drake can't, 10 years later, he can't live that down. That's the definition of a win. That's what beef's supposed to be about. You supposed to say something so bad about a motherfucker, it can never escape him. And that's what Meek did. But I think what Drake did at the time is he used the media. He weaponized this blogging, this new media against Meek, and Meek ain't know nothing about it. And I think still to this day, that's what Drake does. But I thought he was paying these niggas. What I now think is going on is Drake is just using that I'm Drake, and they just doing the rest of the work. You feel me? Like, he ain't really giving these niggas nothing. Like, yo, that should be a crime that Drake is never sent DJ Akademiks free tickets. I'm talking about tickets for everybody. Yo, bring the whole family. For 10 years straight, yo, DJ Akademiks been force feeding everybody that Drake is number one. 10 years straight. I ain't never seen it done before in a day in my life. Like, we talking about unprecedented. You feel me? Like, yo, when have we ever heard somebody be on top for 10 years? Ever. But for listening to DJ Akademiks, Drake is that guy. And you mean to tell me that man ain't never sent you nothing for Christmas? That's crazy. He ain't never even sent you a escort over there, nothing. Here, Drake, this for you. Hey, DJ Akademiks, look outside, man. Look outside. I got the Rolls Royce Park. You see 2 girls coming in? Yeah, this for you looking out for me. He ain't never did none of that? That's crazy.
Kendrick don't got nothing going on if it ain't got nothing to do with Drake.
Look.
And that's what I actually thought was not the case, right? We heard a preview for a song that was on the Not Like Us video. And that song kind of sounded good. So I was like,
I didn't think the song was bad because I got what he was going at with it.
If awarding you the battle, everyone is crowning you.
Hey, look, people supporting his ass. He ain't talking about shit.
Your next move.
And niggas better start supporting the real, man.
This started in May. This battle kind of ended by the time June came around. Or actually started in April, ended in May.
So they've been dropping jewels every night.
This fool just dropped a fucking, basically this song at Drake in motherfucking September. Now, Drake is supposed to be the nigga who can't get over this. Right? Like, Drake is the obsessed nigga. He's supposed to be obsessed.
He's trying to bury him.
Niggas is laughing at you. You know what I mean? OV Ho, all of that. You're supposed to be the guy who's trying to engage again.
As DA, Kamala Harris shielded illegal immigrant criminals from deportation.
You ain't never heard the song? Let's see if you play it.
All their owners.
They probably copyright. I can go to the song. I ain't think the song was bad. They gonna copyright it. So in the upload, it's not gonna be on. It's not gonna be on here. Like when the video gets like after like 2 days that they copyright it. But we can play it though. Song, yo, is what I be talking about over here. Like, yo, this shit getting bad. He talking about watch the party die. People took this as a Drake diss. I took this as a word diss, as a culture diss. Like, yo, we keep going. We gotta watch this shit die, yo. Cause listen to what he's saying. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. Listen to what he's saying. What y'all got from that? Like, he might have mentioned, like, it could have, like, that song is way bigger than Drake. Yo, that song is what the fuck we be talking about, yo, for how long now? Yo, he talked about niggas selling out. He talked about niggas pushing propaganda, niggas lying, niggas chasing views. Like, yo, that's everything we talked about in the song. Am I lying? Yo, that's everything we talk about in the song. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie. Because I feel the same fucking way, y'all. Like, yo, we going down a dark path, man. We going down a dark path, y'all. People supporting the wrong people. People supporting the fake. Niggas they not supporting the real. We glorifying snitching. We getting sold out every angle you turn. Like, that's what I got from that fucking song. Yeah, we talk about that shit nightly. Yeah, that's what I got from that song, yo. And it's good to see that other people see it. But like the ignorant mind to say, oh, he dissing Drake. I ain't, man. Fuck what Drake had to do with that song. Talk about the real message. The real message is, yo, we are fucked up right now as a community. Everybody chasing clout. They putting money over morals. We getting sold out. You got we supporting niggas that ain't supporting us. Like, that's what I got from the song. That's what I got from the motherfucking song. Straight up. Yeah, I appreciate that song. But then we got ADAM22. No Jumper. Yo, and the question is, what is Chicago going to do? How long is Chicago in its rap scene going to allow ADAM22 to vulture off them motherfuckers? Like, seriously, how long is they going to allow that shit?
Me and Remo, that's two cops.
So 16 Shot him posted this earlier. See the 16 Shot me, even though I had to get on his ass before. But salute to yo. He posted this earlier on his Instagram. Yeah. So that's what I and that's a real message, yo. No salt, because people not paying attention. Like, if you go to that live I did earlier, the one before this one, yo, when toward the end, when I got to talking about, yo, nobody is focusing on the children. Everybody right now is focusing on how much money I can make right now. And they willing to do some of the wildest things to get it. Like, yo, people support Shannon Sharpe, cool. Yo, but as a 56-year-old man, yo, to be chasing clout, and then to go about it in a way that degrades you and your family, disgraces your family for monetary gain when you already rich, you're like, yo, that told me a lot, yo. Like, I don't know how everybody else characterized that. That's why I can't get over it. Yo, that told me a lot. That a man that's already rich, 56 years old, already got clout, a release of audio of a sex tape to get people, get everybody over there to his platform and then shove products down their throat. Yo, that was dirty to me, y'all. And I don't think people even looking at it like that, y'all. That man got, yo, it was 180,000 people over there. And all he did was shove products down their throat. He sold everything. But you already rich. Like, yo, you are selling shit to people that's poorer than you, you know, which is cool to a certain level of extent. But to trick people to come over there just to do that, yo, that was fucked up to me, yo. I swear that was fucked up, yo. That ain't marketing. That's greed. You understand what I'm saying? That is greed. That ain't marketing. That's the same shit that these large corporations do to motherfuckers. The same thing. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the company that he worked for that's on TV, I wouldn't be surprised if they wasn't in on it. Yeah, that deep. That's why he's gonna face no consequences for this. I wouldn't be surprised if they wasn't in on it. And we ain't gonna say their name. But I wouldn't be surprised. That was dirty work, y'all. Because they got hands in everything that he got going on. That's why he got the setup, he got the people, you know what I mean? They got hands in everything. But to me, yo, that showed character. That showed that nigga don't give a fuck about us. He is in it for self. Completely in it for self. But it just come off to me as wrong when these are the people that support you. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is, yo, the average YouTuber, the average streamer, the average TV personality, they don't look at us like people. They look at us like pawns, like dollar signs. And that's how they treat us. That was a prime example. Shannon Sharpe just weaponized his following. That's what he did. He weaponized his following. He ran a play on the world, knew it was going to gain traction, just to lure everybody to his page and sell them products. That's what he did. People can hate it or love it. That's what he did. He was complaining about the views on Nightcat, and he got 180,000 people to watch him on a show that wasn't scheduled to come out. That show came out a day early, and he had products waiting for him. And every 20 minutes, don't forget the buy shirt club Shay's liquor. If you don't see it in the Bitcom, you can hit the app. You know, the stocks is loaded. Like, I'm like, yo, people don't see what yo just did. People don't have a problem with this from a nigga that's already rich. Yo, you know, the average everyday person in hip hop build YouTube. But now, since people see it as lucrative, you got all these people that's already rich deciding, man, I want in on the money too. But it's like the way, and that's cool, you know, shit, it's cool. But to run a play on the people, yo, when you the main one to be talking about hard work pays off, and you just took a major shortcut, I ain't got no respect for yo. Zero. Because yo, you taking money from the people that's more than likely living check to check. You already rich. You already rich. but you gathered an audience of people that's living check to check, and you force products on them. Yo, we can go back to the video and look at it again. A matter of fact, he probably took the live down, but he still got like clips. You just forced products on them the whole video. So much so that you sold out everything. Sold out everything. And nobody sat back and said, dang, yo, he played us. But that's why they do that, yo. Because they think we ignorant. They think we stupid. Nobody sat back. I ain't gonna say nobody. But a large percentage didn't sit back and say, yo, this nigga fucking got us. He got us. He lured us over this bitch and sold us t-shirts, sold us liquor, sold us cigars. So you're not only making money off the views that you trick niggas into coming over there. Yo, that's not marketing, yo. Not for a nigga that's already rich, yo. That's the shit that Louis Vuitton do. That's the shit that Gucci do. That's the shit that all these designer companies do. That's called predatory practices. That's the shit that YouTube was doing to the not YouTube, but TikTok was doing to the juveniles, the young kids, the youth. They was filling their algorithm up with things to buy. That's what that nigga just did, yo. And people acting like they okay with it. But if people like it, I love it. I'm just here to wake people up, y'all. For the people that want to be woke. For the people that, yeah, that's scamming. That's dirty work. For the people that want to live under a rock and think that these niggas is unks, and yo, unk don't do that to you, y'all. That wasn't an unk move. That was a fuckboy move. That was a fucking what you want to call it? I can't even think of the word, yo. But that was a dirty move, yo, to pull on the people, yo. Like, yo, you can use your following, but you don't misuse your following. He just misused his following, man. Salute to Iraq. That's what he did. He misused his following. But what you notice is it might be a lot of people that see it. But people be so scared, you know, because they want to do business with them down the line that they ain't going to tell you the whole truth. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. I would stand on my own, me and the people. Because I believe, yo, the power's in the people, yo, and the people can propel whoever they want to whatever spot they going, you know, that they deserve. So man, I'm going to tell the truth about everybody. People, so it's gonna be times like we had the other day where it might be somebody that you not look up to, but you respect. You know, you respect what they bring to the game. You respect what they do. But yo, nobody is above reproach, not even me. Nobody is above reproach. And when people deserve to get called out on KPG News, we're gonna call that shit out, and we're gonna call it how it is. No cut cards, no nothing. We're gonna call it how it is. And what Joe did was fucked up, and he need to apologize for that shit. He need to realize, like, yo, damn, yo, that's fucked up, yo. I got all these people supporting me so much so that they calling me Onk. Knowing what the Onk name means to the community. They calling me Onk. And I decided to do this shit to him. An underhanded, dirty move. But I'm the main one that's talking about hard work pays off and you don't cut no corners in life. But yo just cut a major corner. Yo, Shannon Sharpe a bitch. But ADAM22 is he under the motherfucking fire right now, y'all, because people keep going to his platform and it's like 2 weeks later they all get locked up. This is the second person that got locked up that was on Adam platform 2 weeks after the show aired.
Nothing. What was this? I had the Chicago PD on my line earlier asking me if I could get some information about you guys behind the scenes. Yeah, okay.
Start the guy.
Please report back to us.
Hey, give me the Glock right now.
We have a whole arrangement.
No, hell no.
I've been going back. I've been giving them all kinds of info.
Yeah, I ain't watched that shit either.
No.
I just tapped in and looked at the views. I'm like, dang, he didn't trick this shit out, people. Yo really had 180,000 people over that bitch watching him live. Then that's another thing, y'all. The nigga had 180,000 people over there watching him fucking lie. And people don't be like, yo, that is, yo, I don't know, yo. Like I say, yo, over here, we big on character, and that's how we rocking. You feel me? And when we see character flaws, we call them out, and we stay away from them motherfuckers, man. Because if you do it once, he'll do it twice. That's just how it is. And at 56 years old, and we trying to bury clout chasing over here. But it's hard to bury, yo, when you got a person that's rich and successful and damn near 60 chasing his goddamn self. And he already got clout. But that's what these young boys doing. It's like, yo, how can you be hard or upset with these young boys chasing clout by going to ADAM22, even though ADAM22 sent them to jail and going to prison, when you got people that's 60, people that's mid-40s, damn near 50, doing the same goddamn thing, just in different ways.
Oh, we not doing that. I might be. The cops ask me about y'all all the time. Me and Remo, that's two cops. Me and Remo, that's two cops.
So he is locked up now. He probably deserved to be locked up because he shot a fucking 12-year-old female. I'm going to do a video of him tomorrow.
Chicago, no more.
But this is a Chicago representative right here, man. He's speaking to Chicago. Do y'all think Chicago is going to listen? Or are they not going to be able to fight the urge of clout? You know, the clout urge is a serious urge, man. That shit like a motherfucking heroin addiction.
No jumper interviews on phone grade, y'all tweaking, man. Y'all tweaking, y'all study going to do kinky, freaky, extra transmission fucking ass, bro. Y'all already admitted that he fucked transmissions, and y'all still going on this nigga platform, man. A nigga ain't got no integrity, no morals or shit, man. He got the weakest name. He got the most weakest name mankind in history. His name Adam, nigga. Y'all tweaking, do y'all homework on my kids. So his name Adam, nigga. Adam the bitch ass nigga that fell sent dick to Eve pussy on my kids. Adam bit the apple. He the weakest. He got the weakest fucking name in history, man. Y'all still ain't drawing up the signs and the symbols of the universe, man. Dude, no man's 12, man. Dude, no man's 12, man. Period, man. Him and that dope fiend nigga, brick baby, all they ass, that fake ass pimp with the orange ass teeth on photo. I forgot it. What's his name? Shark on photo grade. All they ass is 12, man. Chicago.
Yo, what happened to brick baby firearms case?
Chicago rapper, jailed, arrested after doing the no jumper interview, and he's arrested on murder charges about a murder he was on a run for 7 years.
Yeah, this the second person that happened to. I think I did a video on it. What that dude name was? 757. Let me see if that's on my page. I think I did a video on Shorty. Yo, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yo, support the platform. Cash App Baltimore swag, man. Keep that shit real, man. Keep it real. That's all I ask of you. That's all we ask over here is keep that shit real. And trust and believe. When I get to Shannon Sharpe level, I'm not gonna be asking motherfuckers to send me shit. And we're on one plays. And that's the thing, yo. See the thing is, yo. Hold on. Fuck, what's wrong with this shit? Come on now. Yeah, Adam said Adam don't even believe in God, man. I can't believe that many people running over. That's why he don't have no conscience in what he doing. Adam don't have no conscience in what he don't even believe in God. He don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck how many people come up there and die. He is fine. Chicago. Is this the death of clout chasing? Nope. I asked that in December 2003. It was almost a year ago. Definitely wasn't. Definitely wasn't the death of clout chasing. Y'all gotta make sure y'all check out some of these videos. All this South Chicago. This was a crazy situation right here. Crazy. They got locked up for like 39 murders, 20 attempts, like some old crazy shit. Like they talk about O Block. Nah, O Block ain't got nothing on them boys. I could have sworn I did a video on Shorty. Maybe I did. Yeah, Adam, yo, we go back to that live we did yesterday, man. Adam, he told people what he about. Adam told everybody what he about, man. He don't care. He's in it to capitalize off the ignorant young black guys in Chicago. That's what he in it for. He admitted it. Watch Jay Hill interview. He admitted it. Came out and said it. And it's like he done got to a point now that he done got so far up. He comfortable. You know, people normally hide their agendas, especially when the agenda is devious. But he ain't even hiding it no more. Like, man, shit. Let me go back. Let me find it. So we can go back to it. Just so I can have it on record in this video. When he asked him. Because Jay Hill was asking him, how do you separate morals from this shit? He was like, yo, everything can't be content. And he was like, well, you know.
We are very proud of Bidenomics. Bidenomics is working.
What the fuck is
We asked
Bidenomics?
working Americans what they think.
$5 a gallon is the highest historically it's ever been.
I've never seen it this high before.
We had to choose between,
What is
am I going
that?
to fill up my car all the way or am I going to buy a prescription?
I feel it every time I fill up.
My first year of driving, I'm having to deal with an
Oh,
average of 503 across the nation.
It's hard to say when everything you're making is going.
Yeah, that shit was tripping. Yeah, man, hell no. DC will be our long lost cousins that we only fuck with sometimes. Yeah, you talking about DC will be our big brother. How DC go back? We bigger than DC. DC not even a state, or DC not even nothing. It's the fucking District of Columbia. Like, I love DC, right? DC the shit. Well, it used to be on the party tip. It probably still is though. What else that I was looking for, y'all? Oh yeah, that video we watched yesterday. Yeah, this video should have more views. This was a decent interview. I wish he'd have grilled him.
You see that sometimes. There's a lot of people out there doing content that, especially in like the red pill world, that, you know, it's shocking, it's provocative, but also
It's changing like
So he's talking to him about morals. How do you separate having morals from content? Listen to Adam.
came up like, and again, no disrespect, but like you, Charlemagne, academics, like Charlemagne is changing, like turning over a new leaf. I mean, all of y'all kind of turn over a new leaf, but like Charlemagne, we seen him being a real asshole at first. Now we big on mental health.
he cleaned it up.
Yeah. So it's like, and a part of my being a young journalist or being like somebody that's coming up in the podcast game, I feel like that's the only way. And then just change, turn over a new leaf later on.
Jay Hill thinking about
You see
selling
that
out.
sometimes. There's a lot of people out there doing content that, especially in like the red pill world, that, you know, it's shocking, it's provocative, but also it's like, damn, that shit gonna really close doors for you forever. You know, whereas like, you know, we just did Big Facts. I don't see them compromising themselves either. But
Well, Big Facts ain't
comparatively, it's been kind of like a slower grind for them because they don't do some crazy
See?
off the wall.
What I tell you,
shit.
yo, clout chasing and that type of, that's the shortcut. Everybody want to take shortcuts right now, y'all. Everybody. Nobody want to put the work in. But I'd rather put the work in. I think it lasts longer. I think when you put the work in, it lasts longer. And you don't got to go through all this controversy like he go through. Yeah, you coming up fast, yo, but it was the time, yo. What Pac say? You made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way, selling cracks to the kids. You understand? Like, yo, it was a time where all money wasn't good money, yo. And how you made your money mattered. It wasn't just that, yo, you got money. Yo, how'd you make your money, bro? You feel me? Like, that mattered at one point, especially in our community. Now it's like it don't even matter. Sell them out. Shit, run a play. Stage a fight. You'll get paid. Man, fuck out of here. That shit goofy. I never succumb to that shit. But I get where Jay Hill was coming from, because when you see it happening around you and you see the results that people was getting, it be like, damn, yo, like, but I can't go that route.
You know, they're actual Atlanta hip hop industry legends. You know, they've got infinite relationships that are going to basically stop them from having a lot of conversations. I even felt it when Brick said something about somebody who doesn't get
Yeah, you're right.
That shit. They all clamped
You're right.
up.
I'm sarcastic.
Like, what the fuck? He ain't even
That's
from
what
your
I'm saying.
city. You got no reason not to talk about him.
They sit with him, yo, because he got clout. He got clout. And everybody wants clout now. That's why what Kendrick was saying, this party must die, man. This party that we're a part of now is dangerous. Man, I talk about it almost on every live, yo, because it's that important. Like, yo, we gotta turn this boat back around. We is going out to the middle of the sea, and we gonna be stuck out that bitch. Wonder how we got here. Yo, if we keep allowing this clout chasing shit to go where it's going, I don't know what we're gonna see next. I'm scared to even think about what's next. We should all be. We should all be, yo. Just think of some of the clout chasing moves that people have done. Shannon Sharpe, think about what he did yesterday. Wasn't that yesterday? And yo, like, come on, man. Charleston White, king clout chaser. This nigga said, fuck Gilly dead son. Don't say that. At 45 years old. A man is supposed to be a man of, you know, he got a family, he got kids. That man said, fuck Gilly dead son for what? Y'all remember what he did that for? To sell his books. He wanted to sell his books. So he was willing to say, fuck that man dead son. To sell his books. To bring attention to himself. That's where we at with it, y'all. And if we don't bring it back, it's just gonna get further and further and further and further away. I'm trying to tell you. Yo, I'm not a sellout, bro. You must be new over here, y'all. I can't sell out. Yo, I've been on YouTube for 3 years, y'all. If I wanted to run a play, I'd have ran one already. There's nothing stopping me from running the play but my morals and integrity. That's it. These niggas don't got morals and integrity.
Again, you got Baby J, who's been moving in Atlanta for years. Like,
AK trying to talk about what? What you talking about? What he copying? What are you talking about?
Right.
Fucking with Big Meech. You got Black on there, right? He's a OG in this shit. And then you got motherfucking Scream, who's been doing mixtapes with rappers and shit. Like, so they've been had names for themselves.
But that's great for them in the sense that they all have tons of connections, know tons of artists. They got tons of people who are going to tip them off about new artists and who's in town, and that's awesome. But
what about
also,
the young nigga?
when it comes time to talk shit,
Skino 100. I fuck with a Skino.
They're not lining up to talk shit.
Right?
Hey, what you talking about? Act trying to do the same thing.
The young dude that's coming up in the game.
The young dude coming up. I mean, I see it all the time. Like
what? Selling out? Oh, Peewee. Oh, okay.
Moment.
Did he go into the same shit we went into?
But it's the easiest thing is to go viral by making yourself look
Probably
bad.
got somebody watching, reporting back.
Go viral by making yourself look good.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible, really. For
That's
most
what they
people,
do.
Because
but I ain't got no problem with that. Somebody told me he shouted me out, even though I ain't see it. That's all I ask, yo. Just give me my respect, yo. Don't come over here and steal from me, yo. Then act like you the originator. Yo said that on his platform. I'm looking at this nigga like, hey, come on, bro. Come on, yo. You got that shit from me, my nigga. And you have done that to me. So for you to go over there and say that is insane. But somebody say he shot me out on Instagram. I don't know how. I didn't see it, but that's what somebody said. And that's all I ask for is respect. You can take whatever you want to take from me, yo. Just shout me out. Like, I'm here to spread the word. Like, if I got some shit that you think is something that need to be spread it. But don't act like you ain't get it from me. That's where the problems lie. I've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Like an amazing question in an interview. I mean,
that nigga went live 9 minutes before me.
The podcast market is fucking flooded, and the likelihood that you're gonna get the superstar to answer the right question, because even if you got Lil Wayne right now, he ain't gonna say shit about the Super Bowl.
Listen to what he ready to talk about with the young boys. I think he ready said, if not, we gotta rewind it. But listen to what he said about the young boys, man, and why he go after the young upcoming rappers.
So
so that's like the perfect guess, the perfect time. But he's probably not going to give you the perfect answer to the question.
So what I will say is, you don't have to ask that question. So
that's the best question.
You don't have to ask.
That's the viral question.
So I did an interview with T.I., right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say exactly. We talked about some shit, and I got an answer. And granted, he looked at it after and asked me to take it out. But
was it about his time with women in the past?
What? Nah.
Oh.
What the fuck, bro?
Was it about him getting caught with mad pounds of heroin?
No, go ahead and Boosie.
Oh. Oh, yeah, well, there's one.
Yeah, but, like, what? Nigga, you talk about that. Why do you want to bring up that?
The fact that he has a crazy-ass lawsuit with, like, 1 million girls suing him and his wife? The biggest...
Yo, like, you see how he think? So this is a Baltimore guy talking to ADAM22.
That's not... But I fuck with Tip. But I also know that if I was going to interview Tip right now, I wouldn't even try to ask that.
But why would you... Yeah, why would you even bring that up? No.
Oh, I mean, a real interview, you ask everything.
See, that's why I think integrity.
Because you care about your relationship.
Cause, bro, he got clout, y'all. See, this the thing, y'all. This is the thing with the young guys, yo. Y'all gotta realize, yo, I put the blame on Adam and others because they got the platforms. They know more than likely, yo, they dealing with young kids, underprivileged. More than likely, they coming from humble beginnings. You know, they need the money. They need the clout. So Adam is like, he like a shiny car. And it's like, if you do it, and he like a shiny car at the dealership. And they walking around the dealership, and Adam is that car. And they like, yo, if I can only get that car, man. You feel me? If I would do anything to get that car. And Adam is the car, yo. And he'll give them that car if they say what he want. You understand what I'm saying? So you got a rapper that's chasing a dream. They want to be, they drill rapping. They want to be the biggest. Adam is the biggest platform. And we living in a clout era world right now. You know, especially in the black community. Now I know it's probably like that. I just think it's bad over here. So we living in a world where clout is king. I told you clout overrides common sense. Clout overrides judgment. Clout overrides everything. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm ready to explain to you. I'm sarcastic. So when you got Adam and the fact that he got the clout, but he asks interrogating questions. So as the young underprivileged, ignorant young black kid. You gotta remember they're ignorant. They don't know. Going up there and him asking you them questions, you got two options. Either I can dodge the question, or I can answer it. Now, it can go one or two ways. If I dodge the question, I ruin my opportunity. He might not bring me back up here again. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he might not bring me back up here again. But if I answer the question, even though the question is a wild question, it might can send me to jail or get me killed. But it also can get me rich. In their mind, the ignorant mind. You gotta understand we're dealing with ignorance. We're not dealing with, you understand? We're dealing with ignorance. We're dealing with low education. Adam knows this. So it's like, if I answer this question right, Shit, I go to DJU. I probably can get a Vlad TV interview. Now I'm on. You know, because clout equals money. So that's why I blame Adam, because just like I explained it to y'all, Adam knows this. So if I was Adam and I had that power like he got over these drill rappers, I wouldn't answer them. I wouldn't ask them those questions. And he don't just ask them, he drills them. He asks them in 2, 4, 3, 5 different ways until they answer it. Cause I didn't say like the Bando KD kid. We just watched it earlier. He was asking questions about it, and Shorty didn't want to answer, and they just kept drilling, and he just gave them what they wanted. That's how that shit go, bro. That I just explained it to you, Willis. Because he's weaponizing his platform. He weaponizing his platform. Yo, everybody, this is the thing, y'all. This is the thing. I'm not saying they don't have no fault in it. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying, yo, it's multiple people to blame. You can't just totally absolve them. Yo, the Bible, God don't hold the ignorant to the same standard that he holds the knowing. You understand that, right? You ever see a person that's staying in and out of jail? They stay getting locked up. But they always come home. Like they don't do a whole lot of time. And you be wondering, like, yo, why the fuck every time I get in trouble, I go straight to prison. You'll get in trouble. The wildest things be happening. He ain't telling either. No process. Like he just be always saying like he just escaped accountability. Because he ignorant. The ignorant don't face as harsh as penalties as the knowing. Because when you know better, you do better. Supposedly. You understand what I'm saying? So Adam knows that he's dealing with ignorance. You got to remember he's dealing with ignorance, y'all. He know better. So how can't you blame him? And I mean, they got to take accountability too, because you got instances that, you got examples. But you got to realize, yo, you're dealing with ignorance, y'all. The Bible would say, yo, God don't even blame the ignorant. You can't, because, yo, what's the definition of ignorant is not knowing. How can you blame a person that don't know? It's like chastising the baby. Yeah, you're gonna chastise them because they wrong, but this ain't gonna be the last. This ain't gonna be the last time. You got to keep doing this. It's a baby. They're gonna learn. But you gotta realize that you're dealing with ignorance, yo. It's everybody's fault. It's everybody's fault. Exactly. There you go. God protects babies and fools. So that's why you had that dude that he always go to jail, but he don't never get no time. Like, yo, why the fuck he don't never get no time? Because he ignorant, yo, and then you get in trouble one time, you get the book thrown at you. You like, well, what the fuck? We caught the same case. Had the same evidence. I caught 10 years, he caught a year. That's how I look at it. That's what life has shown me over the years. You feel me? So everybody like, yo, it's easy. Blaming them is the easy route. Blaming the ignorant drill rapper is the easy route. No, yeah, because they low hanging fruit. They the easy targets. They the ones write the music. They the ones perform it. They the ones rap it. But what we gotta understand is, if you didn't have the blogs reporting on it, didn't have the interviewers sharing it and wanting to interview them, then that shit would be less appealing. They wouldn't have no incentive to do it. That's why you gotta blame everybody. You understand? If Bando KD didn't have a Chirac Scene 88 blog page or Chiracatology or Chirac Wave or any one of these Chicago blogs, then his music would go nowhere. You understand? The blogs is what make people music go viral. Now, once the blogs pick it up, it gains attention of the ADAM22s. So ADAM22 interviews him. But it's all an illusion. Because they're never getting out the hood. They're gonna die first. Because the music is too disrespectful. They're gonna die first. They're gonna go to prison first. But as long as we got these outlets that's willing to capitalize off their ignorance, then we ain't never gonna stop the clout chasing. Because the worst thing you do for a clout chaser is give him clout. That's the worst thing you can do. For a clout chaser is give them clout. You're supposed to ignore clout chasers. Eventually they go away. You can't chase something that's avoiding you, running away from you. You can, but how long you gonna chase it? It's avoiding you. It's like trying to catch a motherfucking rabbit or a squirrel outside. That bitch running up trees. You can't catch that bitch. You can run around it all you want. That bitch jumping from branch to branch to branch. Eventually you're gonna give up. It's the same thing with drill rap and everything else I just named. Like, yo, it's multiple layers to it. And if you take out one of them layers, it makes drill music less appealing. It makes clout chasing less appealing. So yeah, everybody gotta take accountability. Yeah, you gotta blame the drill rap, of course. They gotta take blame. But Adam take blame too, yo, because you don't have to share the ignorance. You feel me? I don't share everything I see come across my timeline. I don't promote everything I see because sometimes I don't want my brand attached to that. But when you got somebody like Adam who don't have morals, who don't have, he don't stand on anything. It's all about content. That's what they're talking about right now.
I don't give a fuck. You want Tip to like you. You do, right? I do too.
Bro, we had a whole... I'm not even proud of this. Me, T.I., DJ Drama, like, I know I made it. We had whole arguments. Like, I can show you threads. And I think that made our relationship better. We was going back and forth. Me and T.I. Nigga, DJ Drama called me on motherfucking some holiday because I retweeted some shit that Meek said because we was talking about who the new Jay-Z out of Drake and whoever it was. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't give a fuck about these niggas.
Doing content is really, like, it is a good way to get well known, but it is a very bad way to become well liked.
Yeah, but it is when I'm saying, like, integrity, like, if I like you or not, like, you had some shit going on with some chick or somebody said, but as a man, like, why would I bring that up? That don't got nothing to do with like interviewing for some shit. Just
okay, but I'll put it this way: like a real professional, like interviewer who wants to provide the complete package. Me and Vlad have a great relationship. Vlad, the first time we ever did an interview, he asked me about that shit. We've done 10 interviews since then. He never brought it up. I think from his perspective, in order to really be like a true interviewer, if you're going to have an ongoing relationship with somebody, especially at some point, you probably should touch on the ugliest realities. Now, to be honest, like, if you were to ask me about that, I'll probably give you the runaround. I'll probably just be like, whatever, because I feel like I already talked about it so much.
Man, hell yeah, well,
that it's just like,
we didn't talk about that. I talked about that before.
You got to know, like, where your expertise is and what your comfort level with the guest is, really.
That's what I don't like, though, bro. That's another thing I don't like. I feel like a lot of these celebrities, bro, and maybe it's because I'm coming up and I'm not patient enough.
Yeah,
but I feel like a lot of these celebrities, they don't respect the job, especially from somebody that's coming up. Because there's a lot of questions that I'll ask somebody that's like, I've done interviews with a lot of people, and I'll notice that they'll answer the same question that I asked if it was Nori, or if it was Joe, or if it was Act, because they respect that platform. They see it got somewhere. Whereas though I'm coming up, it's like, I ain't giving this little nigga that.
I'll give you even the most extreme example is I've seen Jay-Z do an interview with like Larry King. And he's just asking him the most basic hip-hop questions you could ever imagine in a million years. that if I asked him that, he would be like, "What the fuck?" It's like a little kid question. You know, it's all like a respect thing. You know, it's like reality is that now there's so there's so many options available for you if you're a celebrity, that it's like, you know, you could go do, if you have some real serious shit to talk about, you have a whole pick of different people who will provide you a good shoulder to cry on, who will not try to make you look bad. And, you know, a lot of times if you're up and coming, trying to do the hard-hitting journalism thing with people who realistically, like, don't have to do it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a good idea, but it's just not really going to work that much because so many people are just going to be like, nah, fuck this. I'm not, you know, a lot of people, like,
I'm trying
they
to
don't
find
want
a
to
part.
they want to feel like hoodwinked. They don't want to feel dragged into a conversation that they weren't ready for. But I'll give you an example. Like, I interviewed this dude the other day. It was like a white guy, Johnny Mitchell. He got a podcast where he interviews shitloads of like criminals, and like that was a good enough question that it made him really think about his life.
To learn who you are, we gotta talk about how you persevere through the negative shit. It ain't to highlight the negative shit, but it's like, yo, I'm a human. It's to really paint the human side of you. So like, okay, you might look at me as a superhero, but I went through this shit and that shit was hard and I got through it like this, right? So it's not a lot of times to paint the negative picture, but what happens is some artists, especially the younger ones, they don't know how to articulate a thought or an opinion to be able to talk about how they really feel about it, so it looks negative.
And that's the difference between interviewing like people in their 30s versus interviewing a 19-year-old.
Facts.
More often than not, the 19-year-old is not going to give you like a 10-minute fascinating answer. You're going to have 50 fucking questions written down because he might give you 1 minute of an answer or less per each question, you know? But all right, I'll give you another example. The baby. The baby killed somebody in Walmart. We all know the story. He told the story on DJ Vlad, and then he told the story on the Breakfast Club.
I'm trying to get to the part.
You could just imagine the eye roll I would get from the baby.
I'm gonna scale back some. Or do you think you gotta see that for it to happen?
I mean, I'm comfortable with everything I've done.
I've never shied away from service, whether at West Point.
My guy reminded. I want y'all to hear him how he views.
Washington
What I mean by he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he's preying on ignorant black boys.
Rob Mercury for Congress.
He knows it.
When you're 85 years old on your deathbed, you're not going to wish.
Yeah, that nigga buff as a motherfucker.
So let me introduce you to the school game.
Adam? So okay, when we talking about young talent in the space, and we talking about them coming up, and you saying that like on one side, it's good to piss people off.
I mean, if you want attention, it's good to piss people off. If you want to be well liked, that's a much more precise science.
But it's been proven that if you get attention, you piss people off.
Straight up. Hey, we are learning.
You level up in some ways, you level up in intention, but you don't necessarily level up in being well liked. And a lot of times being well liked will be way more advantageous. Like, you know, I'll give you an example. You got me and Desta Dub. We got a store side by side on Melrose. His business, he makes cool clothes. He gives them this because he doesn't basically like respecting their wishes about what they want to talk about. It's the easiest thing is to go viral by making yourself look bad.
ABJ, who's been moving, came up like, and again, no disrespect, but like you, Charlamagne, talking about your peer asking you to fuck your wife, right? Talking about doing.
Now listen to this part interesting.
For years and years and years. Because he knows there's a lot of value in being a celebrity. YG doesn't get that because he's been a celebrity for a long ass time for like normal shit. But when that attention runs out, I mean, we see it all the time. Motherfuckers will do anything.
When is enough enough? Like, this is your wife, you got a kid. Like, bro, all right, one thing to let a nigga.
He's asking about integrity. And listen to Adam, y'all.
Fuck your wife, right? Y'all into that type shit. But a peer. Nah, I don't disrespect me like that.
Who's my peer? Oh, you're talking about Axe?
Yeah.
I might gotta go back. Let me go back some.
He knows. Listen, Axe not all these pages just post about him for years. Fuckers will report on me.
Facts.
Because there's a lot of people out there not gonna report on it when she did the scene with another dude. Elephant?
Nah, I haven't.
Feels fucking crazy.
Bro, it's crazy because like you got niggas saying, yo, let me fuck your wife. Bro, that's
hit that like button.
bro. Like You allowing a nigga to fuck your wife.
But you gotta understand that that's just porn.
That is what he did, though. Omar.
Is to create a fantasy for people.
No, but your peer saying, all right, then let me sit next to you, be like, all right,
He's a fan.
Y'all gotta check out this
He's
whole
horny.
interview on our J Hill page.
Bullshit.
What am I supposed to tell
You know
him?
he'll
We're
never
out here
promote
making
mine.
content to arouse people.
It is what it is.
And I can't, it's different for me because I'm in this world too. But it's like you can't blame people for having this kind of interest in people when everything you do is meant to create excitement around the sexual content. Like, Ak hit me up saying that he was not going to report on it when she did the scene with another dude. And I told him, like,
black guys.
I'm like, hell no, you got to report on it. Like, you got to. And he outdid himself. He fucking did a whole reaction stream or whatever. Honestly, I didn't really see it, but I heard it was hilarious. So, I invite that shit. The whole point is to get media attention. And that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Oh, my, you just said
YG
that.
not shaking my hand.
Look, you just said that.
Media attention is a goddamn gift. As soon as that shit, like, let's say you fast forward a year or two and nobody gives a fuck about YG anymore. He's going to be sitting there thinking, God damn, I wish that motherfuckers would report on me. Because there's a lot of people out there, shout out Bandman Kevo, from talking to him, I realized how much value there is in paying people to talk about you. Bandman Kevo is on the totally opposite side of this shit, where YG is famous for like a very obvious, normal thing, making music. Bandman Kevo, what the fuck is he famous for? I don't even know. Just selling choruses, fooling people into saying he had a BBL, talking about crazy shit, It's like...
So he didn't actually have surgery?
He had the surgery, but a BBL is where you put the fat in your ass.
I mean, we know that, but we call it BBL.
Right. But for him, he's been paying Say Cheese, he's been paying No Jumper, he's been paying all these pages to post about him for years and years and years. Because he knows there's a lot of value in being a celebrity. YG doesn't get that because he's been a celebrity for a long ass time for like normal shit. But when that attention runs out, I mean, we see it all the time.
This is sad, yo.
When is enough? Like, this is your wife, you got a kid, like, bro.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Support the platform. We keeping it real over here.
Right? Y'all into that type shit.
Everybody's welcome.
With a peer? Nah, don't disrespect me like that.
Who's my peer? Oh, you're talking about Ak?
Yeah.
I mean, he's fucking around. He's doing content. He knows. Listen, Ak's not. He knows that would be a bad idea.
Bro, y'all was on a podcast and you said, well, let me fuck your wife.
Right. But you think he really wants to do that?
It sounded like he was serious to me.
If Ak really wants to do porn, I think he should do porn.
We ain't talking about doing porn, bro. We talking about your peer asking you to fuck your wife, bro. I ain't talking about doing porn, bro.
I know, but I mean, I think that you are kind of like maybe forgetting that when we all get together and talk on camera that we're doing content.
No. J Hill is like me. Yo, it gotta be some type of separation between reality and content. It gotta be some type of separation between morals and content. Integrity and content. But right now, y'all, it's all the same. Like, it's no separation. That's why people is doing some of the wildest things for attention, for content. But J Hill from Baltimore, like we are raised on morals and principles. That's what we raised on. So that's what we stand on. That's what we bring into what we do. We bring morals into everything we do. We bring principle into everything we do. And we expect that from others. But when you got somebody like Adam and a lot of these other motherfuckers, man, shit.
It's like, it's meant for the people at home to take it very serious.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah.
Why do we draw the line in this shit then? Because it's like, maybe I'm being too
my
real.
line is not everybody else's line.
What's your line, bro?
I mean, shit.
You don't have a
That
line.
shit playing out day to day.
So you'll do, like, you really, Joe started this content over everything. You really COE, for real.
No, not at all.
What
And
won't you do?
I mean,
What's the line for ADAM22?
the line is forever fluctuating. I don't know what the line is.
No way, bro. So you don't have a soul.
No, that's not true. I just told you the line, that there's a line.
You are willing to do anything for
My
some content.
Overton window of what I consider acceptable for content is clearly a lot wider than the average person, but to me, it's like, I'm really just being myself out in public. Now, there's trolling and shit like that, but it's like, for the most part, I'm just being myself. Anybody who, like, who's around with me, they're not out here like secretly having conversations, being like, yeah, you know, Adam's like this on camera, but he's really like this off camera. It's pretty much the same.
Yo, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Like in this game, bro, I think I had that battle with myself often of like, do I want to say fuck it and just let the work be the work, or do I want to have some type of integrity, morals about myself, and not talk about certain shit? Keep it, you know, black and white or straight up and down. Be a man, be a real nigga. But I be looking at the people that really came up like, and again, no disrespect, but like you, Charlemagne, Akademiks, like Charlemagne is changing,
Let me
like
go
turned
back
over.
some more.
Let's say you fast forward a year or two and nobody gives a fuck about YG anymore.
What he talking about the young boys?
I'm Donald J.
Listen to what he
Trump,
say
and I
about the
approve
young
this
boys.
message. This is
And why he
America's
targets the younger
You know, if
demographic.
there's somebody on my team that thinks it's really newsworthy and they end up putting all this information together and making the post, when do you take it down? What red
I like it. We might have to talk some more. I don't know. I ain't
hip hop podcaster that me taking it down just because what went down, I can't really 100% in the music industry that I trust tell me not to do it.
clear it up.
I mean, the rap thing is just jokes, so I'm definitely not apologetic about taking the post down or something. Was somebody on my news team posted about some of his old, he's off, he says he takes 50 blues a day. Exclamation point, exclamation point. That shit is like, I mean, shit, I kind of respect it because I get stuck watching it once in a while.
You do a little bit of clickbait.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a SoundCloud rap.
I say you never know, bro. Some of that shit can hit because, like, out your way, they got the
humility to realize that your life and the shit that you've been through is not the most interesting shit to everybody else. Now, when you're talking about Rockefeller, it kind of is because you're like talking about some of the biggest.
When he was 16, he was in New York. I'm not winning.
And a conversation, even me, I feel like I know a lot about Rockefeller. The vast majority of their big episodes are that's Brilliant Idiots.
Oh, okay.
Flagrant is Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Oh yeah.
It's like the conversation just screeches to a halt.
Yeah.
Fuck, I need to find somebody else to talk about this with.
No, you're right.
And it's not like, Rick Baby's sitting right over here now. He probably doesn't remember every last thing from G Unit the way I did living. It's tough. Like, it's honestly like really hard to find people. You'd think it would be easy because
Here you go.
just being a rap fan, you end up meeting a shitload of people who.
Hold up.
That was like, and I hate to just be like the one just saying, hey, it ain't my fault, but it's true. Like, nobody in that room would say that's my fault. And the narrative that I've like fired a lot of people is like, Lush is the only person I really fired.
No, it's before that.
Almost a reality TV show at this point.
Yeah, that's like the easiest thing in the world to find, but it's a lot harder to find somebody who can really have like great conversations because I kind of felt like they had to be able to do exactly what I do, which is like be able to hold a dope, full-length, in-depth 2-hour conversation. And at a certain point, I just realized like they don't necessarily have to be the one driving the boat to make great content.
Salute the young men. Give them their respect.
I'm
this
100.
All right, hold on.
So I'm not as familiar, but shit, we here now.
We almost coming up on it.
You had a similar situation though.
Yeah, we had like a bunch of different.
But even that's kind of corny though. So like, bro, not your friends' business shouldn't be on the internet, bro. Like I don't know what type time this new shit.
I don't know who to believe.
Hold up, I'm trying to find a spot.
Action and puts his iPhone on a tripod and gets the other.
Instagram, I call it IG for instant gratification, right? So it's like people look at like an ADAM22 or Akademiks and Joe Budden, and they don't understand the work that niggas put in, and they be like, I feel like it's easy to be like
shaking hands and meeting people. It totally could have happened. Like I got a Young Thug interview. 99 times out of 100, I probably wouldn't have got that Young Thug interview, but I put my neck on the line and just went out there and managed to get Juice WRLD to introduce me to him, and the OC and one in LA. I went to both of them.
I might gotta go to my video.
DJ, a random person who worked at a label, a random manager. Like I was just going with whatever I could get at the time because I felt like,
here you go.
Well, if I interview this person
here you go.
who has a clothing line and they want to interview so they could talk about their clothing line, and their clothing line is kind of dope, but I know it's not going to do that many views, but maybe I'm going to do this interview and then that person's going to fuck with me, and then I'm going to be able to lean on them to be like, hey, that rapper that you fuck with, like, get them to do an interview with me.
Yep.
I was doing a lot of
Subscribe
bullshit
to the
like that
channel,
at the
y'all.
time, and I was doing a lot of, like...
That shit worked, though.
I
You
mean,
want
it
real
did kind of work, like,
content
overall, but
with a
I
message.
really, like, have these fond memories.
This
I remember
page
there
is
was a
for you.
weekend when 21 Savage
You want
first
fuck
came
boy
to LA,
shit?
and he did,
This
like,
ain't that.
2 shows, like, one in the OC and one in LA. I went to both of them, and I was, like, DMing his manager, Key, early on, and she was, like, kind of giving me the runaround, but kind of fucking with me in terms of, like, there was definitely a chance I was going to be able to get him to do an interview. And I went to both of those shows, and I lurked backstage, and I tried to get a conversation with him, and it didn't really work out. I never got the interview, but I look at that, and I'm like, bro, that's badass shit.
2041.
And their clothing line is kind of dope. Because it's not that big a deal. It's like, especially if you have a team behind you that can get hard to explain to people because they just weren't really used to it. Because I think even at that time, like the Breakfast Club wouldn't put their full interviews on YouTube. From what I recall, there might be some exceptions to that and stuff, but even at that time, Vlad put all his clips out. Just you could just get a podcast deal and just pop in for an hour.
But they still, we know it's a difference. Like you got underground niggas that still got clout. I could do an interview with my guy, or did it change? It wasn't like, yo, okay, they could be an under.
I gotta.
Here you go, right here, y'all. Listen to what he say and why he targets the younger demographic. Now, he's not going to use the word ignorance, but that's what he's doing. He's targeting ignorance.
Who I'm going to talk to that'll make my shit stand out, you know?
Let me ask you this. Maybe not now, but let's go back a couple years, right? When did it change from, or did it change? Was it like, yo, okay, they could be an underground person, but they still, we know it's a difference. Like, you got underground niggas that still got clout. I could do an interview with my guy, like, YG Tech, and it's still gonna go up because he got Baltimore on lock, right? But you got some people where they just famous. Was you looking for a story, or were you looking for the clout when you first started?
When I first started, I was really digging in the crates. Like I was just interviewing like anyone. You could be a random DJ, a random person who worked at a label, a random manager. Like I was just going with whatever I could get at the time because I felt like, oh well, if I interview this person who, you know, has a clothing line and they want to interview so they can talk about their clothing line, and their clothing line is kind of dope, but yeah, I know it's not going to do that many views, but maybe I'm going to do this interview and then that person's going to fuck with me, and then I'm going to be able to lean on them to be like, hey, you know that rapper that you fuck with, like get them to do an interview with me.
Yep.
I was doing a lot of bullshit like that at the time, and I was doing a lot of like
that shit worked though.
I mean, it did kind of work like overall, but I really like have these fond memories. I remember there was a weekend when 21 Savage first came to LA, and he did like 2 shows, like one in the OC and one in LA. I went to both of them, and I was like DMing his manager Key early on, and she was like kind of giving me the runaround, but kind of fucking with me in terms of like there was definitely a chance I was going to be able to get him to do an interview. And I went to both of those shows.
I ain't
and
even see that no talk. Yeah, you already know, man. We keep it real over here, man. It's real content.
I never got the interview, but
none of that dumb
I look
shit
at that and
that
I'm like, bro, that's badass shit that I fucking took 2 nights out of my weekend to just go. And granted, I was having a good time probably. I was probably chilling with some girl, bringing her around, doing whatever I was going to do. But, you know, putting in those hours of like really just trying to make something happen, because it didn't happen, but it totally could have happened. Like, I got a Young Thug interview. 99 times out of 100, I probably wouldn't have got that Young Thug interview, but I put my neck on the line and just went out there and managed to get Juice WRLD to introduce me to him and got one of the best pieces of content I ever got. And, you know, that shit is not something I take for granted. Like, I almost kind of miss that because I probably wouldn't really have the time or...
Like pulling up on... Like
yeah, it's just really...
Backstage type shit?
Even this week, I look at it like that. Like, I went to the fucking Drewski show for 6 hours, hanging out with everybody and just... shaking hands and meeting people. Just, I don't know if I met anybody.
So hit the like button, share it live, y'all.
Got a little bit of connections to people that
subscribe to the
Get
channel.
a little bit closer to making some dope shit in the future.
I feel like, yo, you would think
on the way to
like
20K.
I feel like it wasn't like a lot of podcasters to look at.
We should be able to get there in a month.
So like even now, I feel like it's great to see like y'all doing y'all thing, but it's like a gift and a curse because now, of course, it's internet, right? And I don't even call like Instagram, I call it IG for instant gratification, right? So it's like people look at like an ADAM22 or Akademiks and Joe Button, and they don't understand the work that niggas put in, and they be like, I feel like it's easy to be like, man, I want to be able to pull up to a Drewski show backstage and talk to all the rappers and shit, but it's like, bro, you put a lot of work in for that.
Yeah, and I got a whole team. I got a publicist who actually thought about getting me passes to the Drewski show when I didn't even know it was happening. And like, even that's like, I mean, one way to look at it is like, damn, he's privileged as fuck that he's got a team who's doing shit for him that he doesn't even know about. And then another way to look at it is like, damn, I'm proud that I put together a group of people.
This J Hill platform, y'all. Fuck with J Hill.
Stuff. The other day, we went to do the YSL.
It's called Mr. J Hill.
And I forgot to tell the filmer that we were going to need the camera set up. That the studio that we rented was just audio. We didn't have camera set up. So he immediately just snaps into action and puts his iPhone on a tripod and gets the other camera going. And then I see him while I'm doing the interview. I notice he borrows the security's phone and takes thumbnail photos of us.
We're back in the trenches.
I didn't even say anything to him about getting the thumbnail photos, but he's automatically thinking like the whole process, you know? And it's like, I wouldn't have been able to blame him if he didn't get them, but he knows that he can go a little above and beyond by doing the shit without me even asking him, and that makes me super proud.
My kids getting straight A's too.
For like just
having
people on the team that are
beautiful,
not just phoning it in, but really like, you know, trying to stay on top of every little thing, because that makes it so much easier to get a lot of work done, you know?
How you feel about like all these podcasts coming together and like falling out? Like even speaking of Lil Yachty, like he just went on the internet going crazy on his homie.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done or not. I feel like he.
Man, y'all, where the fuck is it at, y'all?
Somebody on and then they won't live up to it, or they'll be kind of a dick to you or whatever. Honestly, I didn't pay enough attention to that situation to really like know who was at fault. It just ended up kind of looking bad for Yachty because it happened at the same exact time as the Caribou thing. So there's like a lot of people were saying like, oh, pulling a Yachty is like doing something, few of them, and then a bunch of people left at the same time, and then
did they leave or did you fire them?
Create a whole network and shit like that. But I mean, a lot of the people who left, they got a rude awakening. Shit's not that easy. It's not easy. I don't really know what they got going on.
So all right, beef whatever the fuck that was aside, you can salute some niggas when they step where you start hiring people. 8 sleeps.
Hey, yo, why the fuck I can't find it, y'all? Hate that shit. When I can't find what I'm looking for.
And so anyway, to like put on to do all the shows and shit like that, do interviews.
I mean, I think like in 2018, I just kind of had this like realization because I kind of felt like they had to be able to do exactly what I do. You know, just basically like people love to watch somebody implode. People love to watch somebody just fuck their life up. So that's like the easiest thing in the world to find. But, you know, it's a lot harder to find somebody who can really have like great conversations over and over and over for you know, years to come. But yeah, I'm always just kind of looking for
straight up, Charlene.
A lot of times I find people who I fuck with, but they're not quite there, and it's like I don't really have the time to put them through podcast class for the next couple years to try to like work out the kinks of what works and what doesn't work. But I do consider myself somebody who's like really got my ear to the streets in terms of like paying attention to people who would be dope for this kind of opportunity.
I'll be scared as fuck to work for you though. After like you just fire everybody and then.
But that's not even close to true. Like, who do I fire in terms of the talent? The only person I ever fired was Lush.
And then, bro.
Well, and then we work things out.
But Adam, you can't ignore your platform. It went from like dope interviews to like almost a reality TV show at this point.
Yeah, and
I
feel like that's not really like. I feel like that was just the result of me putting a lot of people on camera. I don't really feel like I did a lot to like inspire the drama and the reality show side of it, because to be honest, if you look at No Jumper for like the last few months and shit, it's like there's no internal conflict. Even if you really look at it for like the last year.
Yeah, I'm the only one telling the truth on Rilo G, man. Ain't nobody else telling the truth.
It's just people will have opinions about, you know, celebrities and public figures, and they get into
selective politics.
I mean, the narrative that I like have fired a bunch. Yeah, but I mean, like
camera.
But that, like, you saw my reaction when they started fighting. Like, I 100% did not see that coming. That was like, you know, and I hate to just be like the one just saying, hey, it ain't my fault, but it's true. Like, nobody in that room would say that's my fault. And the narrative that I've like fired a lot of people is like, Lush is the only person I really fired, to be honest, in terms of like talent, like on-camera talent. It's not many.
So I'm out the loop. So the people you hire, they lit from West Coast. Like, they lit. They had some shit going on. Like, what made you hire these people? Like, yo, come on, get on camera.
I mean, a lot of times it's like
agents.
Somebody who was a rapper or, you know, had something going on.
Or they work for the.
Usually it's like kind of not 100% working out.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's ghetto on this motherfucker.
It's all good. So, I'll just kind of, it's tough. Like, it's honestly, like, really hard to find people. You'd think it would be easy because just being a rap fan, you end up meeting a shitload of people who basically, like, know a lot about rap, and they're cool. They're cool to hang out with. They're funny. They got some good opinions from time to time.
From
and
time
then you
to
put them
time.
on camera, and you really just start to pick them apart of, like, everything that they're good at, they're not good at. It's like, there's so many things that are liabilities. Like, it's like, you put some kid down, and we're going to do a podcast, and then at some point you realize he doesn't know anything about G-Unit. He doesn't know anything about Dipset. It's like, it's cool to be a hip-hop fan and not necessarily have encyclopedic knowledge of everything that happened before you, but it's like, I'm not going to be able to have a podcast to the best of my abilities with somebody who doesn't know
at all.
Basically, all the shit I know. So it's like, that's kind of a tall order.
That's not. So
but ignorance is not cool on in a podcast.
It's not.
So
What?
it's like, you can have
Yo, he just said, I didn't even catch this last time. I must have skipped through that. He said, ignorance is not cool on a podcast, but it's cool for you to look for the ignorance in young black boys and exploit them niggas for profit. Yo, that's insane.
wrong opinion about G-Unit, but if you just don't know,
I was
it's like the conversation just screeches to a halt. Fuck, I need to find somebody else to talk about this with.
No, you're right.
And it's not like, Rick Baby's sitting right over here now. He probably doesn't remember every last thing from G-Unit the way I did living in New York at the time and being, like, singularly obsessed with it, but he probably could have some good takes about that because he's been a lifelong hip-hop citizen. And that's why I think, like, you don't really see a lot of people having success as podcasters in their 20s. Usually it's like once you're kind of into your 30s that you start to be more capable, because when it comes to being a good podcaster, people really want to see you have, like, a lot of knowledge about the culture.
100%.
And so it's kind of a tall order.
I feel like you have to do that as an interview.
What we waiting for the people that just got through? I'm trying to find a clip when Adam is explaining to Jay Hill the reason why he targets these young drill rappers from Chicago.
Like, that's why I think interviewing is easier than talking with your homies.
For real?
Yeah, because, like, what the hardest game to play is you talking with your homies and putting out content every week. Because it's like, who does a ton of views? Drink Champs. But they always are talking to a guest. Flagrant. Always
Max,
talking to a guest.
What it do?
Vlad, always talking to a guest.
Flagrant not always talking with a guest.
You're right. But the vast majority of their big episodes are, that's Brilliant Idiots. But
okay.
Flagrant
Nobody
is
should entertain him.
podcast, but, like,
you gotta ignore him.
Incredible numbers. But it's mostly him talking to gigantic guests.
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking of Brilliant.
What Joe Budden does, to me, is like playing the game on the hardest level. Because he's just sitting with a couple of dudes who realistically you didn't know who they were before they came on this podcast. He was mega up close and personal to it. So it's like, even that origin story, I don't really like name them off because you're not going to know who they are. It's like people that didn't really wear downtown LA. And I always was like, no, I can't do that. It's going to look crazy. To be fair, Mark does it and he does a great job of it, but he's a very careful interviewer. He really, like, cares so much, and he's empathetic and soft, and he doesn't title it clickbaity. There's all kinds of people talking to homeless people that do, like, super crazy.
Oh, here you go. I think it's coming up now, y'all.
He says he takes 50 blues a day. Exclamation point, exclamation, exclamation point. That shit is like, shit, I kind of respect it because I get stuck watching it once in a while.
You do a little bit of clickbait.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And you get shit. Like, isn't that the whole... I'm going to ask you, because I'm not going to assume. What was the issue with you and Joe?
The issue... there's, like, so many levels to it, but, like, the initial...
Give us the origin.
We were always cool, and then I went on his podcast, and he really tried to, like, do the thing where he, like, went in on me about doing too much street shit and talking about federal-ass questions or whatever. But that was fine. We were still cool after that. But then I think he got mad because I was doing a little, like, celebration victory lap on the podcast a little too much, talking about how I whooped his ass on the podcast, 4-on-1 or whatever, because it was, like, a bunch of dudes and me. And he wasn't really feeling that. And then, but the primary sin that really pissed him off was somebody on my news team posted about some of his old domestic violence shit. It was like, I don't even know which story it was, honestly, but, like, one of the girls that he's had shit with in the past they came out saying some shit, and he was mad that we posted it because he's saying that's old shit. Like, why are y'all posting about shit where there's nothing new being added to this? It's not news. It's just
Michael Jackson ain't white.
that I feel he felt like they were lying or they were misrepresenting the truth. And so he's saying, like, you know, why did y'all post that? And I remember the day because I remember texting him, and I was boarding a flight, and I'm loading my luggage up, whatever. I'm already in a fucking pissed off mood, and I remember I was like a little rude to him about taking the post down or something, and I think that pissed him off. I think that's like really where it got started.
So where y'all at with it now?
On my rap song I put out, I told him that if I had seen him in the strip club, that I would have smacked the shit out of him. I think he responded, but I didn't see it.
Well, are you serious though?
Nah, obviously I'm not like a fighter. I always got, you know, security with me out of town and shit like that. So nah, I have no desire to punch Joe. I think he might have responded though, but
yo, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like
put it on
button.
their Instagram story and said like, haha,
It's free.
Joe talking shit. But I haven't. I assumed somebody was gonna post it in the Reddit, but it might be like a Patreon exclusive or something. I don't know.
So did you ever apologize or anything? If you were just joking, like, did you try to clear it up?
I mean, the rap thing is just jokes, so I'm definitely not apologizing for that. But I did apologize kind of about being too careless with.
Make sure y'all subscribe to J Hill Podcast, man. Get my man some views, man.
I should have been a better friend when it came to that. So
this is a good
I can
interview.
acknowledge that I was wrong.
Should have got way more views than we
you say
got.
we don't see eye to eye, so I'm assuming like it's still issues, but it sounds like you were the issue, Adam.
Yeah,
like,
you know that ain't
like
happening.
You should have just been a man.
But then, you know, all right, so this is just to get even deeper into it. When I was going through shit, when I'm getting exposed or canceled or whatever, when all those dudes left the podcast, he had an AMP radio show, the Amazon thing. He gets on my ass like, yo, you haven't talked to anybody about this? Do a conversation with me over the phone about it for my AMP radio show. And so I did it. And I had multiple people in the music industry that I trust tell me not to do it. Just hit me up. Like, don't do that shit with Joe. He's going to use it as an opportunity to just be a dick, and it's not a good idea. And I'm like thinking, nah, me and Joe are boys. I should have listened. Because he definitely took it as an opportunity to not treat me with a kind hand by all means. Which, to be fair, given how that Instagram post drama went down, I can't really 100% blame him. So I got to accept responsibility for even him doing that, you know?
But also, even, like, I was going to ask about the integrity piece. Because I feel like, again, bro, I'm not here to judge your platform. I think you did a great job. But as far as, I feel like people challenge you when it comes to integrity of hip-hop, right? I feel like you run your shit like a business. Who knows? Joe could have been running this shit like a business, right? And it had to be personal, right? Where do you draw the line between integrity?
There's no line.
And this is just business.
I mean, one way to look at integrity would be to say that if somebody on my news team posts about a woman describing her domestic violence situation with a famous hip-hop podcaster, that me taking it down just because he's somebody I have a relationship with, that's not the greatest example of integrity, right? So I think a lot...
It's not?
Damn.
If that's somebody you got a relationship with, that would be integral.
That would be integrity.
So if I guarantee you Harvey Weinstein had great relationships with a lot of people that worked at TV networks and shit, right?
But when you talking about Harvey Weinstein, you talking about you and your
Harvey
friend.
Weinstein's a pretty good example, though, right? It's like if a woman is coming out,
you see how defensive he getting. He got very defensive when the question of integrity. This man has no integrity, y'all. Harvey Weinstein ain't got shit to do with this conversation. Like Jay Hill said, I'm talking to you. We ain't talking about no Harvey Weinstein.
And people think it's newsworthy just because you own that platform. Because you're friends with somebody, you're going to delete it? That's the opposite of integrity.
Damn.
So, for example, right?
That's the opposite of integrity.
With somebody. Matter of fact, Lecrae, D1, right? So they had like a feud. I asked Lecrae about D1. I'm going to interview him. I'm going to ask the question. But shortly after, I'm like, yo, D1, just letting you know, I had Lecrae on here. We talked about you. Because that's my homie. That's somebody I call a friend. That's integrity. Now, depending on how they look at it, I don't know. But that's what I look at.
Did you put it out?
That is integrity.
But I at least hit him first. Like, yo, just want to let you know.
What if he didn't want you to put it out?
We had to talk about it. But at least I did my part and let you know, like, yo, or how do you like this? Right now, if you don't like it, we might have to talk some more. I don't know. You ain't get that far. But usually it'd be cool.
That's definitely integrity. That's how you supposed to handle that.
A lot of people end up just having a hard time like wrapping their head around the whole situation with like, I run a news page. I have a bunch of people working on it whose job is to fact check shit. And, you know, granted, our news team was a little less evolved at that point. But, you know, it's like a lot of times they'll post about somebody that I have a cool relationship with. And that person will hit me up and be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want that up. And I gotta be like, yeah, well, I mean, it's news. It's like, it's not about if you want it up. It's about the fact that it's newsworthy. And, you know, it gets really complicated when you're talking about shit that is like, you know, violence or assault or whatever, shit that like really could permanently
adios amigos
somebody's name. And that's why it's dope to be able to do interviews where you could, in theory, like be able to get the right version of the story and be able to drill in and ask all the questions you want to ask. But a lot of times when it comes to the news shit, it's just spur of the moment. Like, we're just posting shit, like, you know, and you don't really get a chance to dig in the deepest that you want. But it's also like, you know, if there's somebody on my team that thinks it's really newsworthy and they end up putting all this information together and making the post, when do you take it down? What red flags have to go up in order to take it down? Because the standard can't be, I like the guy.
Yeah.
Because if I worked in the movie industry or whatever, I probably would have liked Harvey Weinstein. Not to say that Joe's like Harvey Weinstein, but, you know, Harvey Weinstein was able to pull all kinds of switches and levers to get stories killed before they came out about him for years and years and years before it spilled over and it was unavoidable.
No, I mean, I'm listening. I think
it's a tricky situation.
How do you even, because I think that's the most annoying part about doing these interviews, because you sit down with somebody, you have a great conversation, even if you talk about some shit that's trending, even if it's not that bad, they want to pull it. And it's like, bro, come on, son. Like, and then you the bad guy when you don't want to pull it. So I get it. How was you able to navigate through that? Do you just not pull nothing? Because I'm pretty sure you had rappers or artists like, yo, can we take that part out? It's like, bro, what?
It is weird because it's like, if it's newsworthy and it's not hurting anybody. Now I can understand, like, you know, there's shit. I just thought of a rapper. I do not always show the integrity that I might sometimes feel like. You know, it's just never that simple. Like, there's a rapper that I can think of right now. We got a cool relationship, and there was, you know, his girl went on a crazy rant at one point talking about him beating the shit out of her. And I, you know, it's somebody close to the brand, somebody that like I respect and I fuck with a lot. Probably nobody would guess it. And I told the team, like, I don't want to cover this one because I know this bitch and I know they're getting back together. And sure enough, they're back together. And maybe I got a little too much empathy for him because I know that if we had posted that shit, that it probably would have fucked up some serious financial opportunities for him. And
Jay Hill in Atlanta right now.
Because I didn't even know if I believed her. You know, just as like a person close to the situation, I was like, you know, it really feels like she's just saying everything. So I
feel like you saying somebody that we all know.
I don't even think you know what I'm talking about, but
the girl.
Some of them might put it together. The girl's not famous.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the chick that did millions of dollars on OnlyFans. When she came out and said her boyfriend was beaten up, then they got back together.
Oh, Bad Baby?
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
I ain't seen her in a while.
Yo, how the hell you get into porn?
Shit.
Like, bro, and you getting mad shit for this, but I feel like this is like something that you just been doing. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, I got into it like when I met
I say he did in Atlanta.
We just kind of slowly got into it together, just being freaky, just getting it in, you know?
Horny motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
But how do you feel about like people like? I seen you did the conversation before I was conversation with Act, right? And the other
Which one? That's Jay Hill right there, and that's ADAM22. I'm trying to get to a specific part. I can't find this shit.
5 times fast.
Bro, you must got.
Where we at now?
Like, when you talking about like
45, 48.
Kind of expanded out to try to stay on.
X. I don't know if it was trippy. Like, you had a bunch of those interviews at first, and then we ain't start seeing like the gangster shit or gang banging stuff until a little later.
Yeah, I feel like in the pandemic we kind of started to, you know, because SoundCloud really by like even 2018, 2019 shit was kind of dying off, you know. So I kind of had to like just start like going out of my way to like go down more rabbit holes.
Hit that like button, yo. Subscribe to the channel if you new.
Take a look at Memphis. Let's really take a look at Atlanta. Let's really figure out what's going on in Chicago, and let's really try to like stay on top of all the shit that's coming out of there, because it's like even in Chicago alone, it's like a couple times a year, or many times a year, there's like the new hot rapper, really like over and over, and
they're not hot
we try to
rappers.
just kind of be at the forefront of having conversations with all the new talent coming
Look,
around, shit like that.
You think that's one?
he building their head up. They're not hot rappers. They're not talented. They disrespectful, clout chasing, ignorant young black men. That's who they are.
One thing that a lot of I guess I'm gonna still call them journalists, like overlook when it comes to doing interviews and doing content or podcasts, like just those guys in the inner city.
I feel like you gotta find your niche, and like sometimes your niche changes. Because like if I had just stayed committed to just SoundCloud type rappers, you know, this shit would have fizzled out a long time ago. So I always like, I'm trying to figure out new areas to expand into, and I think that, you know, documenting what's really going on like underground level. At first, that just really meant like this sort of SoundCloud scene, and then we've kind of expanded out to try to stay on top of everything that's going on in all different areas, you know?
What did you come out with when you started doing that? The Akademiks have already been out, right?
Yeah.
Like he already did the war shot rap, shit like that.
Yeah.
So was a lot of that inspired by Act? Would you say?
Well, we didn't really get into like doing anything like super deep into the Chicago scene until really like I think Remo is what kind of pushed it over the edge in terms of him.
Here you go. This is the part right here.
And when I brought him onto the team, he started like very much going out of his way to line up a lot more like deep Chicago interviews.
But not even just Chicago, but like you said, like you started to look at different cities.
But was I inspired by the War in Chirac? For sure, I used to watch it. I never really thought of myself as doing like that kind of content. I think of it just as interviewing people. But definitely like I feel like one thing that makes us stand out is that we're not afraid to ask people about shit that you know, a lot of people would be very standoffish about asking. Like, you know, if you make your gang affiliation clear in your music, we're gonna ask about that. You know, if you beefing with people on Instagram Live, we're definitely gonna ask about that. Whereas like I feel like a lot of platforms try to like provide like a really
I addressed that on my last live. I ain't gonna address that on this one.
Want to get the real version. Tell us what's really going on. And a lot of times you can get that out of smaller artists. You can't really get it out of bigger artists. So, but really, it's like about doing whatever.
You heard that?
With.
Did you hear what he said? Listen to him again. Listen to him again. He said, the things you can get from smaller artists, you can't get from bigger artists. It's the reason, y'all. Because the bigger artists are less likely to chase clout because they already got it. So what Adam does is he goes after the young, ignorant Chicago rappers that's seeking validation, seeking notoriety, and he exploits it. He exploits it, and he does it intentionally. He know what he's doing. Listen to him again. He know what he's doing.
Out of bigger artists. So, but really, it's like about doing whatever people are comfortable with. You know, I can interview provide like a really polished version of a person.
Listen
like,
to him
really
again.
get the real version. Tell us what's really going on. And a lot of times you can get that out of smaller artists. You can't really get it out of bigger artists. So, but really, it's like about doing whatever people are comfortable with. You know, I can interview a mainstream rapper who's got some crazy street history, and if they don't want to talk about, you know, what they got jammed up doing when they were 18, then, you know, we could definitely skip it and talk about other shit. But in terms of...
You say it's the bigger black artist's fault. What you mean it's the bigger black artist's fault? That they're not going... What do you mean? Well, I just explained it. You weren't here when I explained the reason why he got to take accountability too? Like I explained it several times, several different ways. Like, yo, you dealing with ignorance. I don't give a fuck about how much weight he got. You dealing with ignorance. Adam is chasing ignorant young black men. And he's waving clout. That they're chasing clout. Adam is chasing ignorance. So Adam is waving clout in front of their face, and he knows they're chasing it. So chances are they're gonna answer any question he asks them. I mean, he don't need to do it. But he does do it. You know what I mean? So, okay, yeah, you're right. He don't need to do it, but he does do it. We're not talking about what he need to do. We talking about what he does do. That's what we're talking about. I didn't say he was chasing clout. The worst thing you can give a clout chaser is clout. He's the clout, and they are chasing it. He knows this. Y'all don't know this? Like, is this breaking news to the people that just came in? Is this breaking news? His platform is the clout. His platform has 4 million followers. His platform is bigger than any platform they ever make it to. Like, yo, like, yo, why do people do that? Yo, like, yo, it's not hard to understand. It's not hard to understand. I mean, is it really that hard to stand? Is it really that hard to stand? Hey, goddamn. Is it really that hard to understand that ADAM22 provides the clout chasers clout? The worst thing you can do for a clout chaser is give them clout. You really supposed to ignore them. You really supposed to ignore them. But Adam gives it to him. I don't listen to the music. I don't listen to drill rappers because I think everybody play a role. The only reason drill rap is even appealing to the youth, to the young black men, is because you got y'all that want to listen to the shit. You got the blogs that share it. You got the interviewers that put them on their platform. If you take out, listen to this. If you take out the blogs and the interviewer, will drill rap still be appealing? Would drill rap still be appealing? It's not true, really. You tripping. Why would they not go? They would go. They gonna go anyway. They're chasing clout. They're gonna go anywhere they fucking asked to go. But when you got a platform that's 4 million followers, I told you what the decision is. See, yo, y'all just trolls. Y'all don't want to understand. You don't want to understand because I explained it. I explained it in great detail. When you got a platform that got 4 million followers, you going to the depths of Chicago. Education is low. Poverty is high. You're dealing with ignorance. All right, well, Willie, well, listen now, yo, because it's not hard. It's not that hard to understand. You're dealing with ignorance. So if you're dealing with ignorance and you got a platform with 4 million followers, you bring them to your platform. You ask them interrogating questions. Y'all follow me? Do everybody understand that? You're asking them interrogating questions. Now, the clout chaser, the drill rapper, can go about this one of two ways. What's up, Quentin? What the fuck you been at, Nick? Look, so the drill rapper can go about this one or two ways. He's not giving them enough money to get out their situation. But we can get to the money. So listen. They can go about this one or two ways. They can answer the question and ruin their opportunity because they know everybody want to hear the dissing back and forth. Everybody want to hear the beefing. You know, the things that they put online. Now, they can get on that platform and decline to answer it and ruin the opportunity, or they can roll the dice. And possibly now this interview will take me to the next interview. And now in their mind, even though that never happened, in their mind, now I can get on. I'm on now. Or I can not answer the question and then I could just be like starting back over from scratch. The average and above average, young, ignorant, black male chasing clout is going to roll the dice, even if it means possibly going to jail, possibly getting killed, because they never had this attention. Adam knows this. So as the platform, why put him in that situation? Why put them in that situation? Why put them in a situation to crash? Who does that? Do y'all do that to people? Do y'all put people in situations to crash out? Because that's what Adam is doing. And he knows he's doing it. He just explained it. What I learned is the more established rappers aren't going to answer the questions. Why? Why aren't the more established rappers going to answer the questions, y'all? Because they already got clout. They already got the money. They ain't chasing it. Adam is like, he waving the dream in front of their face. Yeah, I'm gonna bring you up here. Yo, well, this is what we do, Trey. This is what I know. I know what I'm doing, yo. Hey, if I gotta take the motherfucking darts for the truth to get out there, yo, then that's what gotta be done. But he's waving a dream in front of a young, ignorant, more than likely impoverished, uneducated black male in their face. So you can't say, yo, he don't hold no accountability. Everybody holds accountability. Because like I said, take Adam out the equation. If the blog sites wasn't sharing it, it would be less appealing. When YBC Dude dug up that grave, right? If that shit didn't hit No Jumper, if it didn't hit Say Cheese, if it didn't hit every major blog site, that video, which probably got over 1 million views, probably would only got 15,000. Probably would only got 15,000. No, you're right. Listen, Trey, it's their fault too. I'm not saying it's not their fault, but you can't put it all on them when it's multiple moving factors. It's everybody play a role. That's all I'm saying. You can't, yo, God don't blame the ignorant. Like, yo, people was trying to put 100% blame on the ignorant. What is ignorant, y'all? What's the definition of ignorant? Not knowing. They don't know. They're ignorant. They're chasing clout. Clout overrides common sense. Yo, these are some of the things that you got to know. See, you're not going to hear this on nobody else's channel. That's probably why, you know, if you're new to this page, this probably be foreign to you. But I've been talking this for maybe a year. Maybe 6 months. Clout overrides common sense. You got to understand that first. And the reason I say that, and the reason it's obvious that it do, because you might know something is wrong. You think they know better. You think they in their mind, they know that ADAM22 gonna ask wild ass questions. They know that. But the clout factor of it, because clout, and now in society nowadays, clout equals money. Sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. So you're dealing with impoverished, you're dealing with ignorant, you're dealing with more than likely broke. And if I go up here and answer the questions the way that he want me to answer them, all this can change. Yo, they're gonna roll that dice, even if it kills them. But he knows this as well. You heard him say it. Like, yo, we not acting like he knows this. Hey, Willie, didn't you just hear me say the drill rapper take accountability too? Like, yo, in what situation where it's just one person to blame. It's always, yo, it's all, you ever heard this saying, it's enough blame to go around? Willis, have you heard that before? It's enough blame to go around. Now, if you want to break it down to percentages, you can. But you can't totally absolve a nigga that know better. So, like this. Do you share everything that come across your timeline? Hey, Willis, you got Instagram? You got Facebook? Do you share everything that come across your timeline? Why? Will you share somebody getting gunned down? It's a reason why you don't share everything. You don't share everything because it goes against who you are as a person. No. It goes against who you are as a person. It goes against your morals. It goes against your principles. That's why most people don't share everything. You know, they pick and choose what to share. Adam can pick and choose what to share. Am I correct? Just because they are being ignorant, that don't mean you have to share that. Are you following? Is everybody following me? Are you following me, Willis? I'm not sharing it. I blog too. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, you can't, like, it's easy. Yo, people blame the drill rapper because it's low-hanging fruit. It's easy to blame them. It's easy to blame them. It takes time and understanding to realize that, yo, it's not all their fault. Even a consumer. Everybody got to take a level of blame in this drill music and what this drill music is doing to the culture. Everybody. Adam is a driving force in promoting drill music. Music that I say need to be banned. I say we need to find a way to get away with that. We get away from it. Yo, you did. You said, yo, we can't get nowhere. Keep blaming the white man. That was your exact words, right? Ain't that what you said? You sit here blaming the white man. That's why we can't get nowhere, bro. Black people don't take accountability. It's our fault. That's what you said. I'm telling you, yeah, it is our fault. They writing the lyrics. They chasing clout. But they're chasing clout. Somebody has to give it to them. Somebody has to give it to them. If nobody give it to them, like I said earlier, it's like chasing the squirrel that ran up a tree. You never get it. Eventually, you're gonna give up pursuit, right? Or you're gonna chase it forever. Eventually, you're gonna give up pursuit. You're gonna get tired. I can't catch this. The best thing we can do for drill music is ignore it. But Adam shines a light on it. He promotes it. Yo, you talking about something, yo. You talking about something that we passed that point, yo. Like, we know we don't run the hip hop industry. I get all that, yo, but that is past tense. We dealing with now. We dealing with now. Ain't nothing we can do about that shit, bro. We are dealing with now. I know we made mistakes. We made mistakes in the past. It shouldn't have never got this bad. It shouldn't have never got to a point where we not in control of our platforms. You are totally correct. But that is not the conversation. The conversation is Adam brings these young black boys on his platform and he take advantage of their ignorance. That's what he does. He don't have to do that. He does it because it gets views, it gets likes, but it gets them boys killed. It send them boys to prison. And then he doubled. Then look, when they die and go to prison, he went again. And then you go back and look at the video over and see what the fuck happened. So he went it on both angles. What you mean why are they ignorant, y'all? Like, do you really have to ask why are they ignorant? Because there's no resources in the community, yo. Our community's been stripped of resources. It's been stripped of resources. The dudes that care about the community get sent to prison. Like, yo, if you want to go back, we have to go all the way back, yo. Like, we can't start in the middle. We can't start in the middle. You know. I've been over this bit. I've been over here saying, yo, drill music need to be banned for 2 years now. How many other platforms you seen pick it up? Not too many. Nobody else saying it but me, for real. I hear Hassan Campbell saying he said it. I mean, if he said it, he said it. But I've been the loudest voice over here saying, yo, drill music need to be banned. But we can't ban drill music as long as you got platforms that's willing to share it. As long as you got platforms willing to share it, then drill music ain't going nowhere. Yo, what they say, yo, the best way, how you put out a fire? You suffocate it. You starve it. It's a few ways to put out a fire. You gotta starve your music. You gotta give it no attention. You got multiple platforms and all that's designed. Their whole platform is about drill rappers, drill movement, drill culture. Drill culture is killing. Drill culture is killing black boys. Now, Adam ain't the only one. No, he's just the biggest. He ain't the only one. I actually hold the black people that do it way more accountable than I hold Adam. But this video, what we was talking about was Adam and what he said. Because he act like he don't know what he doing. He acts like it's not his fault. Well, I'm just sharing what they put out. But you don't have to share it, bro. That's a choice. That's a choice, my nigga. You don't have to share that shit. I don't share that shit. And it's the reason why I don't share it. Because I know they ignorant. I know they ignorant. So why I'ma share it? And I know better. I'm not ignorant. I ain't stupid. Why would I share it? You know why? For views, for clout, for comments, for likes. But that's when integrity's supposed to come in. A lot of these guys, a lot of your favorite bloggers and favorite YouTubers don't have integrity. Like you just heard Adam talking about. He doesn't have integrity. Integrity is not important to him. There is no line between content and integrity. That's the problem. Go back in the video. Kendrick just dropped the song. People thought it was a Drake diss. But I think it was a Culture diss. I think it was along the lines of what I always be talking about. Yo, we got to figure out a way to move away from clout chasers. Clout chasing. Clout chasing is going to be the death of the black community. Some people gonna get rich, but a lot of people gonna die. A lot of people gonna go to jail. So what you got now is you got platforms that's selling out a whole community for profit. I can't do that. I won't do that. I won't do it. I'm gonna be the platform to show people you can do it the right way. You don't have to clout chase. You don't have to run plays. I talked about Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, the biggest example. Yo, what Shannon Sharpe did was fucking horrible. That man at 50 something years old ran a play. Got 180,000 people over there to watch him. And he forced products down the throat. This is a man that's already rich. This is a man that already has clout. But the need for likes, the need for comments, the need for views superseded his common sense. It superseded his morals. It superseded his better judgment. So he degraded himself. This is a 56-year-old man, y'all. We just was talking about children. The man degraded himself to get people over there that's more than likely less fortunate than him. Dude, that's greed, man. And he sold them products. And look, he sold them products while he lied to them in their face. And that's like I'm the only one on the internet that got a problem with it. The man sold y'all products while he lied to y'all in y'all face, man. And niggas don't, it's like people don't even think that's a problem. That nigga need to be issuing out an apology, a real one. And giving everybody their money back. This is a black man. That's the shit I be talking about over here, man. Nah, yo, once you do shit like that, you can't come back to my table. We ain't on the same teams. Ever. Because I can't trust you. You might do some shit like that again. We just talking about the culture, man. Talking about clout chasing. So it's like, even at that rate, that I would say, since we got 50-something-year-old men doing it, that would take even more blame off the 20-something-year-old. Like you can't blame them, yo, when you got Charleston White at 45. Say he the biggest clout chaser. How the fuck we gonna blame? How we gonna blame 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds and 23-year-olds? How we gonna blame them? Adam 40 older than me. I'm 38 and I know better. Adam 40. Yeah, he gonna do it again, Charlene. Because ain't nobody calling him out for it. I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Nobody else is telling people what really happened. It's like niggas be scared to speak. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yo, I die for something, yo, before I stand for anything. Straight up. I will die for something before I stand for anything. I will die trying to open people's eyes before I let them get misled. For real. Like, it's not a joke. We got so many people right now misleading. And they're doing it intentionally. Now, our problem, Willis, is we support our own demise. We can't blame nobody else for that. That's our problem. As black people. We support our own demise. Like even like I just brought up the Shannon Sharpe shit. Ain't nobody gonna go over there and be like, "Oh, Shannon Sharpe, that was fucked up what you did, bro." Ain't nobody gonna go over there and say that. Like, yo, you really sold us out like that, yo. You really put out a motherfucking order, yo, just to get us to come over here, yo, and get subscribers, yo, and buy your products. Yo, that was fucked up, bro. That we called you Unc, yo. You know what Unc mean in the neighborhood? Unc is respected, yo. Unc make sure he look out for the younger guys. Unc don't manipulate you. That's what that man did, man. That shit was master manipulation. The man sold y'all products while he lied to y'all in y'all face. And nobody take issue with it. That's black people's problem, Wells. Right there. If you want to know what's wrong with black people, that is. We don't hold people accountable. We let people flip-flop. We let people use us when it's beneficial. That's what we do. We allow people to use us when it's beneficial and dispose of us once they get to where they're trying to go. That's our issue. That's another issue that we can't blame nobody else for. So this narrative of black people don't take accountability, I don't know where it come from. Over here we do, but we're not going to get blamed for shit that ain't all on us either. Like, yo, it's always, man, it's hard to say that, yo, when everybody chasing clout. Like I say, clout overrides common sense. How many people you found on the internet that ain't chasing clout? How many people you found on the internet that say, yo, I ain't running no plays. I will not ever run a play. Ever. I don't give a fuck if it get me rich. I don't give a fuck if it can get me rich. I ain't running no plays because it's against my morals. It's deceitful. Call it what it really is. It's called being deceitful. It's called greed. Especially in Shannon Sharpe case, you already rich, bro. You already rich. You done had a long football career. You got a video with Cat Williams that you probably made millions off. And you do that? Knowing that the people that supporting this shit is living check to check. At least they ain't on your level. 99.9% ain't on your level. And that's what you do to the people. Man, they need to refund everybody money back. Any product that people brought, he need to refund that shit back. What's up, Harlem? For real. He was dead wrong for that. Yo, we got people getting cash apps. People be cash apping people to lie to them. But over this bitch, I keep it all the way real with y'all. I can't get damn near no support. But if I was over this bitch line